Last time on The Empire's Edge.
And it's right about that time of the evening when most typically you guys have, when you're able to in this city, you relax for a bit. There are 4 huge creatures in this area.
Huge.
Wow.
That round hurt.
It's still alive?
I am aware of the amount of blood I've lost. 6 of 66.
You're at 6 hit points?
Yeah.
And that destroys it.
Yes!
You've leveled up.
Nice.
Once more.
Oh,
Ooh.
thank
And
You yelling through the door. Declare yourself.
We thought there was magic taking place, devastating magic. We came to help. We are the Rhazia Wizards. So you're reacting to that knock on the door, them announcing the Rhazia Wizards here. What's everyone doing?
I'm already over by the door. I'm just gonna kind of like throw the doors open.
Like in a welcoming or like in a threatening way?
I'm armed and armored.
Little column A, little column B.
And probably covered in a mixture of my blood and
Here's the thing.
Armonite ichor.
When they vanished, did like anything that was on us like vanish with them, or did that
I
stuff
would have
stick
to assume
around?
if they're totally
Our wounds were still for realsies.
summon
Oh, yeah.
things, yeah,
So-
that
yeah.
that even like the blood, or if you chopped an arm off, everything goes away.
All right,
I'm
so,
making
yeah,
that assumption.
The blood is only our own.
So
Yeah.
so you guys were fighting with each other.
Okay.
So you've thrown the door over, and let me go ahead and I'm rolling insight. So if you guys want
Can
to,
I roll an insight too?
you certainly may.
I'll roll an insight.
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Everyone's-
Oh.
okay, cool. I love that one. So let me know what that number is, Boris, since you're the only one I'm rolling against.
17
Very
for a
nice.
24.
You look quite intimidating, but they are the Rhazia Wizards.
Given
after
my
all.
original plan
How
was
many-
just grab him and kill him. Yeah.
How many of them are there?
There are 3 of them that are out there right now.
Okay. So we throw the doors open. Do they say anything?
They do.
Help with what?
That, and that's it. In that moment, what they are expressing, and let me hear those, what were those insights you
9.
rolled? 9. And what was yours?
5.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are so still
Should
hyped
I do one
up.
too?
Yeah, you can certainly do, I would think, simultaneous. I'm trying to be intimidating.
Also 5. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So-
I'm being scary and trying not to just murder this fool.
And that makes complete and total sense. But they themselves had nothing to say in that moment and have to do a quick backpedal. And you can try to figure, assign to yourself why you think they wouldn't have been ready to say something.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
Right.
Yeah, they were expecting
But then they
we'd
say,
be dead.
we understand that there was terrible magics here, that everyone in the household was in danger. It came through our net of ability. We expected to find terrible things here.
We're sorry if our noise disturbed you. We did get a little rambunctious in our practice with each other.
And they're looking like at you, Zelen, and everyone else, and past you. And they're looking into a room that I think largely, like where that statue went over, that wouldn't even be in their field of view.
Yeah.
They're just looking inside the house.
There's a whole Boris in the way, yeah.
And it's looking pretty normal inside there.
I could walk up and kind of add to what Zelen was saying and just say, yeah, no, we did get a little carried away. We knocked over one of the art pieces in here, but no, everything seems fine.
Everybody's head kind of tips to one side as they're trying to see. They still can't see where that is from their point of view.
How many wizards are there?
There are 3 of them there, and a dozen what look like guards or maybe lower level casters.
Okay.
So an entourage of them.
How far away is the tower from where we are?
Like an 8-minute walk, 10-minute walk, something
And
like that.
how soon after they appeared did...
Well, this is like moments.
Yeah.
Just moments.
Yeah,
They had
like
to been outside when this whole thing was
18
happening.
seconds.
Yeah.
Right. So one of them nods, ahead. The other 2 are nodding behind, and they say, "We are overjoyed that you're all well. Perhaps there is something happening in a different part of the city. Magic, it works in ways that are sometimes unexpected. But I hope you have a good day, and
I'm
always
impressed with the speed of your response.
thank you. I'm so glad you can appreciate the power that we wield. And do an insight right there, and I'm going to roll a bluff.
Yeah, that's better. 16.
That is the second insight in a row that I've rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
and I-
well done.
5.
I rolled an 8 on it. So the sarcasm was like completely like, oh, that was so transparent. And obviously they were right here waiting.
Oh, yeah.
And not that they had the ability to go boop and just blip in at that moment. So everybody pretty knows what everyone else is doing and what's going on. And that one wizard that was in the front takes a step back off of the entryway, and then another step, doesn't turn around, but walks backwards down the stairs and is either waiting for you to close the door or waiting for you to disengage with them.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stay there, sword and
Watch and see how
shield.
long he'll walk backwards.
Yeah, no, until basically they go away.
Yeah, so once they're down at the bottom and they're being kind of mixed in with their entourage, those 3 wizards do an about face and begin walking away. And then the others, acting as a rear guard, keep their eye on you until the wizards have retreated to a point where then they themselves are walking, looking over shoulder, and then you just see their backs as they're heading back.
Yeah,
up the
once
street.
they've fully withdrawn, I'll go back in and shut the door.
And they're heading uphill, that is like due south.
Yeah.
All right, so doors shut, you're back inside again.
Okay, well, whatever safety was here is clearly not here anymore.
Yeah, we need to relocate. I'd be surprised if they didn't try something like that again.
Do we still want to go and see your men? Because this was the attack on us. Did they maybe have something planned for your men as well?
That's a good point.
Anywhere we go, I've got to take the blocks with me, the wizard blocks. There's no way I can leave them here.
Yeah,
Actually,
go grab them now.
I need to go look to make
Yeah,
sure they're still
definitely.
there. So I'm going to run upstairs
Going with as cover.
and check to see that the blocks are still under the bed in the secret
Yes,
spot
when you
where I
go
put
in there,
them.
it looks as though no one got to your room. The door's still
Okay.
closed. Nothing's like knocked out of the way or anything like that. So they never even got to that point in their plan. That combat lasted, what, like
3 rounds.
3 or 4 rounds?
Yeah,
We
so like
just started
18
the 4th
seconds.
round. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was really quick and it didn't go obviously as planned. The blocks are there. So are you securing them?
That sounded so evil.
Zelen, are you putting them on your person right now?
Yes, yeah, I don't have
All
a
right.
choice.
Gathering.
Retrieving the rest
and
of
I'm gonna
gear.
I'm gonna get everything else because we can't come back here
Yeah,
anymore.
All
fully
right.
gear up.
So as you're coming back down the stairs from your own individual rooms, that
I will leave the dress there. I'm not carrying that around with me. So I'm just gonna put my armor on, leave the clothes.
Put it on
that I
over your
brought there.
armor.
and
Look a little
get the rest
puffy.
of my
Beaks
stuff.
and claws poking through.
Clack, 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 clack.
yeah, that'd be an hysterical drawing of like the way that you're talking about this armor. We know it's not, but just talking about it, that how Zelen would look.
Oh, no.
As you're coming back down the stairs, though, Carl Woodvane is right there, and he says the very thing you're intoning. The staff, everyone's all right. Everyone got away
Good.
just in time. But we've got to get out of Roth House. That should never have happened. Our securities, our magical securities should be strong enough that they were able to gate those things right in here is astounding. They're planning something big.
Is
I'll
there
approach him. Do you have a fallback plan? Do you have a secondary?
someplace stronger?
Some friends that might shelter us.
Yes, the best way for us to go now, the best place to go is to Larkin Silks.
Heard.
Quickly, quietly. Do we have a direct line of movement?
We have to go outside. So what we need to have is a different kind of distraction out there, but we have that ready and set in an emergency.
Are the kids outside still?
No, actually, they weren't there when you opened the door and the wizards and their entourage were there. None of your guys were even there.
All right,
Yeah,
can
no,
I
makes
go
sense.
outside and just take a perception, make sure that they're not maybe just hiding down an alley or like poking out, waiting for the coast to be clear?
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, much better than my insights before. Perception, 17.
Yes. So once you get out there, you're looking around, just trying to see, well, where do they go? They walk in that direction toward the stables, and almost immediately you can see Bob is like trotting out toward you.
Okay,
That
cool.
he was just waiting for sign that you guys were there.
I'll wave him over
and he runs up and he says, "Yes, my lord. Is everything all right?"
come inside.
And he does.
We just get him involved in the plan, and we'll see what we can do about making a distraction outside.
We need you and some of your guys to stage fight. Make it loud, make it convincing, don't go too hard. We need cover as we relocate.
We'll do that. How soon?
I look at Carl, 10 minutes?
10 minutes. All right, so they go back outside and door closes. Anything else you guys are doing in that 10?
Just gathering all of our gear.
Making sure all supplies are available. Retrieving the whatever of the silvers we haven't spent from the hidey hole as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Maybe like a really quick glance to go, because they said that this house used to be a way of getting to the lower city, but it was blocked off because it was unsafe. Just
yeah.
looking at what that entrance looks like now.
Yeah, did they teleport him in somewhere else and just marched him up?
Yeah.
It looks like that area. When you go down to that area, when you see that to Carl Woodvane, he's like, "Wow, we should check that." You're right. You get down there, it is massive stone blocks.
Yeah.
And he holds out his hand, and after a moment, he says, "I can still feel the magical protections holding it."
Carl's magical. That's awesome.
Yeah, it makes
All right.
sense.
Thank you,
And-
Carl.
You wouldn't just post a nothing guy.
This is true.
So whenever he heads back upstairs, and about that much time has gone by, he does say that there are other things that are of great value here, but I do think it's most imperative to get out of the house right now. Maybe we can come back to it at some other occasion.
If
Agreed.
it's small, you can grab it now, but we need to move.
All right, then he's leading you guys toward the back door, one of the postern doors out of the house itself. And then in a few minutes, there is what sounds like a horse screaming, and then people yelling, and there's obviously a commotion happening out front.
As someone who's heard a horse screaming, that sounds a lot like people screaming. So
Yeah, a terrifying sound.
So it sounds to me like our cue.
yeah,
Right.
no.
Yep.
And
Time
so
to
you're
move.
out the door, and Woodvane is with you with the entire staff, and they are taking a route that you haven't before. They're particular streets, different alleyways. At some points, you are moving almost like shoulders brushing both of the walls on either side of you, that you're not going by major routes or roads.
Yeah,
And there's very little visibility from above.
I trust their evacuation.
Very little
path.
a bit from above. That's important.
Yeah.
Because the panthers and the
Gargoyles.
gargoyles.
And after just a handful of minutes, you are coming out, and you've been right here, Jacob. You're coming right out opposite the cul-de-sac that's right off of Johann Street. You're actually teeing into Johann Street.
Oh, we got there fast.
But yeah, it was just a handful of minutes. But when you get there, you realize that you would have never taken this route. You just came out, you would have thought like by somebody's garden wall between two buildings. You weren't even aware that there was a place to walk through right there. And you guys are dashing across the street. And again, everyone looks at the ready, but it's the same people that are at their guard stations that are splitting wood like always. They're getting water, they're doing everything else. But you're ushered right in. Larkin Silk comes to the door. He's opening the door. He's right there motioning all of you to come in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, no.
Second visit.
Whisked right in.
Yeah, so he received word somehow of what was going on. Good.
He did.
Oh, okay. So he was okay.
Yeah, we were
I
expected.
thought it's not like he saw Carl and immediately knew something was up. Like they were ready for us.
Well, he probably saw Carl and knew something. We confirmed something was up, but I'd bet, given Carl magic, that some kind of sending was sent.
Yeah, so anyone that has Arcana or wants to make an Arcana check, go ahead and make an Arcana check as you're coming in through Larkin Silk's doorway.
I'm not super magical, but
Nice.
a natural 15
17.
for a 17 also.
22.
Nice.
All right.
Nat 20.
Yeah, so that was a 17 natural, or was that a 17 modified?
17 modified.
Okay, so that anyone that was over an 18, was that just Boris in this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre that
Right.
Boris got this one.
I can cast spells. I just use them for smite.
That you realize you've passed through a magical field as you're coming into this place. And as far as what this is or what this does, that you're aware of that too. And I think, you get School of Magic with an Arcana? Or is that a Detect Magic?
I know I would with Detect Magic.
Right. So probably not that much, but you are aware that you've gone through magic. Do you say anything to the others as you go through?
We've entered into some kind of field.
And if that was loud enough for Silk to hear, hang on a sec. Silk turns to you as he's kind of pushing into the room, and it looks very typical downstairs, kind of a low ceiling, beams exposed of a workaday person's house. That it might have been a shop front at one point, but it could be, but it's more like a living quarters, kitchen right now. That he turns and says, "Yes, this whole place is being protected by Rootstone's murmur."
Does that have
Okay.
any sort of a does it stand out to any of us?
The only
Magical?
person that it might would be, I think, Zelen, if she'd heard anything about this on her trips here before, but not that that's set up. Go ahead and roll that as a straight intelligence, just for the memory of it.
15 plus smart things.
Intelligence.
Yes.
The smart things
So
you say.
smart things that happen there.
18.
You have heard of it. And you recall you heard of this thing from Beckett Reed, that he must have been talking to one of his guests that came to the house in the brief time you were there before he got you out and to Gryan, that he must have mentioned Rootstone's murmur. And then you realize, as the memory is hitting you, that the person he was talking to, that is Beckett Reed was talking to, was actually Larkin Silk from all that time ago. But just that, no, I'll be fine, that we still have Rootstone's murmur and they can't get to us.
Okay.
So it's just an unknown thing for you.
Okay.
And Boris, you could also make a religion check if you wanted to as well.
Can do. I've actually got a good modifier with that one, so I won't need to be as reliant on luck. That being said, I'll still take luck when I can get it. That'd be a 15 even.
And
So 10 natural.
you recognize this as will be tantamount to an anti-magic shell. But you only recognize it being that because on some level, you recognize the source of the magic. You recognize that this is something bestowed by Uko.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Wow,
do you say anything
big.
about it as you're here?
More in kind of a tactical aspect that, this field, one, It's a massive area then, way bigger than what's typical. Yeah, leaving aside hows and more kind of current wise, we can't cast spells in here then.
Okay.
It occludes spell casting by the nature of the effect.
And as you guys are saying this and making these realizations, Larkin, Silk, and some other people that are in the room with him look as though they were getting something to eat or something ready to eat and drink, and he's actually passing around cups of either tea or coffee. I haven't looked at it yet, but hot beverage as you've been welcomed into the house. And again, he looks over at you, Boris, with an appraising eye, and he says, of course, the Rootstone's murmur, the spell cast into it was done by the Abbot of Arngol himself, Sigmund.
Wow.
Name dropping all over the place.
Right.
Uko, Sigmund?
Is
like
Sigmund Steel Cloud?
He makes a smile and he says, I can't say because you are not Steel Cloud.
Is Sigmund Steel Cloud?
Thank you. Thank you.
These are unusual times. Normally I wouldn't answer a question like that. But,
you
but
did.
yes, the Abbot of Arngol, Sigmund, is Steel Cloud.
I turn to Boris. Do you trust it now?
Yeah, fair.
So
we need a runner though. I need someone to take a message to the Urn and Skillet and
Forgot about them.
and tell my troops there to expect an attack.
And Larkin Silk says, Jacob, like that. And you go, what? No, some other guy named Jacob runs up.
Oh, does he spell his with a C?
The way that I generally
He
do.
spells his with 2 Ks.
I heard it in the intonations. Like, I don't know, that's not me.
That wasn't me. So what's your message?
Prepare for an attack. Shelter in. Rothaus compromised.
Should I wait for a response, my lord?
No.
And then he takes off, not out the front door. He goes out some other way, just deeper into the room, apparently.
how far does the no magic extend? Where could, if I needed to use magic, where could I go to be able to use magic?
You'd have to go out into the courtyard.
Okay.
What's did anything change about the people who were out there watching with their bows at hand once we got inside? Or are they still all just out there?
Oh, they're doing
watch?
their chores. They're
Okay.
just doing all their chores.
So-
And they never put their hands on their bows. They were just there doing that.
Oh, man, that feels even better. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, you're in a pretty protected place right now.
Yeah, I think all the same. We'll probably stay on watch for a bit.
I'll turn to Butler.
Carl
Carl.
Woodvane, yeah.
And I say, Carl, I'm assuming you've also gotten word to Mr. Sage. What was it? Beckett Reed?
Word's gone out in all directions.
Okay.
So you guys are here. There's food there. You're talking to people. There's a place for you guys to stay. You each have a room you could be in. Is there anything else you want to do before? Because I think, is going to sleep somewhere in this plan? Or?
Yeah, fairly
because
soon.
we got our energy after the last fight, so we need to sleep to consolidate it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because we never actually, or were we resting before? I don't
we
remember
were
how it all
about
worked.
getting we were getting ready
about
for
to go
bed.
down to we were about to go down
The
to
Urn Skillet.
Urn and Skillet to talk to the troops.
Oh, okay.
Brief them on plan for tomorrow, but now
Right.
I just want them hunkered down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Larkin,
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
would it be possible for you to get eyes on any Volkov folk in the city?
The Volkovs. I could do that. It might take me a day. I don't keep general tabs on the nobility, just movements and trends might be planning, but a specific family?
No, a day would be too long.
What
Thank
do you need then?
I just wanted someone to keep an eye on them in case the Rhazia moved against them.
I see. I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it.
Then, so everybody goes to their rooms, goes to sleep?
Yeah,
Or any last minute planning that goes on?
So here's my intention. When I take my long rest, I'm going to have access to a spell called Lehman's Secret Chest.
Lehman's Secret Chest, sure.
So my intention is to take a long rest, step into the courtyard, cast Lehman's Secret Chest, and put the blocks into the ethereal plane. So if I don't make it, they don't get the blocks.
All right.
And then have a short rest. Or not a short rest, but then as we eat breakfast and I'm relaxing and that counts as a short rest, I'll get that spell slot back.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So short rest, you could just do, I think just meditating is enough for that, or just sitting and light reading and sipping
Right.
tea is
Gentle
all you need to
activity,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's my intention, so that
Okay,
I
so-
know those blocks are protected.
I'll put the Zrek block in as well.
Great.
Okay, I
Anything,
forgot. Yeah, you guys had those separate.
anything else we want to put in there?
or anything else you guys want to do in the interim?
I've got nothing. I've
But
cast
you're
almost all of my spells.
The,
You're all
the
set.
thing is 3 feet, 2 feet by 2 feet, so it's a decent size if there's other stuff we wanted to put in there.
I do want to strike up a conversation with I'm assuming the Larkin, maybe Carl are there, ask him what's the tactic for defending this place? What or do they even know of the existence of this safe hold?
They know that this is a safe hold for me and for my people. They have no knowledge of the connections to Steel Cloud, which they are now suspecting. The trader might have let more go than what we had realized before. We intended to, or you helped to neutralize him. It would be, as far as they would know, an armed defense. There are magics in place too, but no one here is that high level, high ability a caster. So it would be with bow, with weapons.
So I'm assuming at this point, the safest thing to do is just for us to stay inside, not to be seen anywhere outside this building.
That's exactly so. All right, so then everyone goes to sleep.
Yep.
So about 8 hours or so later, it's probably then like the wee hours of very early morning, I think, if I'm keeping track of things correctly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then you guys are like heading to see who's making food. And it seemed if any of you would have waken up during the night, needed a chamber pot, there was always somebody awake. It always seemed like there's movement and activity.
Probably would wake up periodically and just kind of keep a watch, like maybe do a patrol of the house itself and then go back to bed.
And you have like for
Yay,
a couple
paranoia.
of those occasions, it's the same individual that they just seem to be loitering in an upstairs hallway in the house, and they're just moving around. There's a person sharpening arrow points, and they're just doing their work. But then later in the morning, it's somebody else doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Zelen, when you are heading out, you're going to that main front room. It's like kind of a kitchen, parlor, living room all combined in the downstairs. That as you're walking through, Larkin Silk is right there already. He's drinking a hot beverage. And as you are apparently making a line toward the door, he says, "Excuse me, milady, what are you about to do?"
I need to cast a spell, and I can't do it in here, so I need to enter the courtyard to be able to do this.
He says, "Oh, follow me. I'd rather you went spellcasting. You're too visible. You're too well known to the Rhazia wizards. They could keep tabs on you if you stepped out of there." So he walks you back into the house, further into the house, and then downstairs through a couple of like narrow little rooms, and you're probably guessing that you're heading on some tangent, but like outside the confines of the bubble that's being protected, but not out in the courtyard itself.
Okay.
And you get to a blind tunnel. It's like a deep, deep cellar. And he says, "I'll be right over here." And there is no door. He's just going to take like 10, 15 feet away. And he says, but he nods to you, you could cast here.
Okay. So I'm going to cast the spell for the chest. Yeah. And then put all the stuff in it and then cast it again so it goes into the ethereal plane.
And
I don't think you need to cast it again. I think you just need to like dismiss it.
And boop, it just goes there.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So I'm guessing, if it's ethereal, is it always kind of hanging around us?
You can drop from wherever you are, I believe. It doesn't have to be like in this location.
The spell ends and the larger chest is on the ethereal plane. It is irretrievably lost.
Oh, okay.
Did it like if you die?
I guess, yeah.
Something can find it, but okay. Then he leads you back upstairs.
Yeah, after 60 days, it can be lost.
Let's just not forget about our blocks for 60 days.
Yeah, you can summon it from anywhere.
Okay, but it costs a casting of it to summon it?
Yes.
Okay.
But
still, so I'm wondering,
it costs a spell slot to create it, then you can send it and retrieve it as an action.
Okay.
And that's in limited occasions, right? There is
How
long does the spell last for 60 days?
The spell is instantaneous. There's a cumulative 5% chance per day after 60 days.
Okay, cool.
So that's
an awesome spell.
Thing.
So what I'm wondering is, but like with it existing on the ethereal plane, since it's like basically like laid right over top of the plane that we're in right now, if something is in the ethereal plane or like something that has that type, can it see and interact with the chest, or is the chest kind of always following us? And something can see ethereal things, we'll be able to see the chest following us around.
I'd say that's a possibility.
Yeah,
it could be the case that there is a chance for that happening.
Okay, so it's much more. So I guess
it's a little like there's a box.
It's better than it just being on
It's much safer than it is now, but it's not for the magically inclined. It's not unattainable.
That there's a trunk floating in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
So could somebody see it? Sure. How many things are wandering through it? Sure. A whale sees it. Does it care?
Because that's what I'm wondering. Is like when you send it away, can you just say, yeah, now go 300 miles that way, and then like when you summon it back, it just comes back to you.
The ethereal plane isn't a copy of the material though. It's an overlay. It's like a layer.
That's what I meant.
So there's no like location really to
There's
it.
no distance
Yeah.
that way. But anyway, let's get back to this. So
That was just a
when
nerd question.
Larkin
Yeah,
Sook
that's
leads
a good
you,
question.
yeah, when Larkin Sook leads you upstairs, we'll assume that Jacob and Boris are there. And you've also, sometime during the night, and we could retro play this, that a runner gets to the house and is led in, brought in, and it is Bob. And he just, oh no, not Bob, I'm sorry. It's his own runner that comes back and says that the message has been delivered and all of your people in readiness. They said that they'll adopt a strategy of being aware combatively without actually fortifying themselves into one of the rooms there.
Copy.
But if you send for them, they're ready to come.
Good to know.
Then you're in the early morning and you're doing what now, Zelen?
So I am relaxing. I'm doing the lightest activity I can and regaining that spell slot so that when we're ready to go, I'm fully charged.
Okay, so then over the course of the next, half an hour, 45 minutes, you guys are having a fairly leisure breakfast where you could discuss anything you'd need to or want to. And then after an hour's time, you're done eating and you're all ready to go.
I'm guessing that means like our attack has to start as soon as possible.
Well, no, we've already arranged the time for it. So
Did
we're standing by till midday in the middle of the
Okay, I didn't know we said it was
Melee
going to happen
Menagerie,
today.
and we're meeting in Garndale.
Oh, that is
Park
today.
with
Yeah, we did take a rest.
Right. Sometime before, you know that the Mealy Menagerie is starting about noon, and you'd be aware of it sometime around 10 o'clock, that there are multiple processions moving through the city, as there actually was, and I just never got into it, on each one of the days of the archery contest, that all the various camps and all their people are slowly moving through the city, and there's people that follow them, foodstuffs, people that sell things.
The
and whatever
display
else.
inclined do their display things.
Right, that they all set themselves up. So they're ready for, a good half an hour to an hour before the actual contest begins. But that's been happening through the mid to late morning today as well.
Okay.
So moving out into the city, it's pretty easy to get lost among all the people in the city because there's so much movement, so much traffic.
All right, let's take advantage of that cover, and though it's early, head out to Garnsdale Park and stand by there as opposed to standing by here,
Yeah. In the park itself or adjacent to it?
where we arranged the meeting.
Yeah, that
I
was
know,
actually
that's what I'm saying.
at
Do we
the
want to be
circle itself. Was where-
how big is the park?
It's pretty huge. That
Oh,
when,
okay.
when you're in it from one side, you can see like lines of trees and whatnot. And even if it's been in a cleared area and you could see straight through it, the narrow side is probably going to be like 300 or 400 yards across.
Okay.
So it's really, really big. And then it's rectangular. So it's twice as long as it is wide.
Okay. Gotcha. This I guess this whole time I was
It's like
picturing
a little forest. in
something
it.
less like Central Park and more just like one of the typical parks you see, like
Yeah, like
just
with a little
a
fountain.
green
and-
space.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Because this whole time I was like, why would it be in the park? Like that's just like people could see us when they were walking by. But if it's that large, then
No, you're exactly right. It's total
Okay.
cover. Total
Go-
cover once you go
okay.
inside. So
now I'm
then-
on board with going there.
now it's safe. Then at around the appointed time, you're heading into the park.
Yep.
And it's just the three of you at this point, I think.
Correct.
Yeah. And when you get there, Indanur is already there, and she makes a nod, and a human and a Villaman and a Sarvapan come stepping out from behind different trees.
Assuming these are her people.
Yeah,
These
I
are her
assume
people,
so.
yeah. Yeah, the Sarvapan you recognize, he's been there most of the time.
Is he the one that checked out my bow?
Yeah. And there was the same Villaman that was there with her, too, and a human that you don't really recall.
Okay.
She said, I heard there was some problems, but I understand you weathered through it okay. Is everything still on?
There's an attack on Roth House. Yes, we are planning to maneuver as we agreed.
What's the plan?
I have a new ability to be able to call assistance to us. I'm going to use that ability, call magical assistance to us. They're going to turn the three of us into gigantic apes. We're going.
What?
We're going to pound through the tower, smashing everything in sight. What we'd like you to do is follow behind, grabbing everything of value. Your focus has to be on the eye. We have to get the eye. The other focus is to protect our fairies, our fae,
The allies.
That's the assistance?
the allies.
Okay.
Because if they are all killed, our spell will go away.
Then will you, as this is just incredible. I knew this kind of magic exists, and then seeing that person that attacked us down at the circus the other day, that things change shape and form. But when you're all, you said giant
Apes.
will we be able to talk to you? Can we communicate with you? And
We won't be able to speak like we can now, but we will be able to understand. We will have intelligence.
So this won't be a detailed searching this place. We're just smashing and grabbing all we can
Correct.
to get out as fast as we possibly
It's
can.
a smash. The opening maneuvers are, as we've explained, that the tokens will get us in, then whatever cover story we have to get to that door. Once we're in, we'll make the change. We smash, you guys grab. If it's anything other than us or those allies we summon, kill it.
Understood. So
And get the eye.
and we will. Now, I don't know if I've even mentioned this too, but it's been so long since you had talked to Hugo Cormac that the eye, he said, is up on the top level of the tower.
Yeah, I think I
He
remember
said
saying
it's
that.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing else, yeah, of course it is.
Versus being like down low in the lowest level of the tower. or
We're just
something
gonna
like that,
climb.
yeah.
We're gorillas now. We're just gonna climb the outside of the tower. That's how it works.
No, they're not going to be expecting an attack from the inside, so we work inside.
True. Yeah.
All right, so then we're just waiting. So they said, all right, well, we'll be in the southwest corner, just inside the fence of
Beckett Reed's
Garnsdale
here
Park.
too, right? Because he needs to meet up and guide the Umberhawks.
That makes sense. Beck Reed's here as well. That because he's
There he
going to
is.
leave and then meet with the Umberhawks to come in. That we'll be just inside the park when you guys are doing whatever you do to get into the tower, to get close to it, to use your tokens. That's still incredible to me.
Yeah,
Then we'll
I'll hand
close-
the Sarvapon the second token I'm carrying. I'd assume you guys do the same with the ones you're carrying.
I thought you took them all. You took all the extra ones because I said that I had 2 of the tokens. Yeah.
They're distributed one way or
Yeah,
another.
Perfect. All right. So they have those tokens. Great. And then they move deeper into, when everyone gives a nod to each other, they move deeper into the park just to get to the corner that's opposite where the
Right.
Rhazia Tower is. And you guys go back out, and so you're out onto the street somewhere. But you can see it once you like move a little bit to either the east or the west, that you can see the tower. It's always been a presence when you're in the Garnsdale Park region. It's a squat tower that even though it's about 120 feet tall, it's also about 120 feet wide on the outside. It's just this big, like, pillbox of a looking thing, and very, solid stone, old-looking stone. And like I'd said before, there are nonstop carts and wagons moving up. It seems a little slower today than what some of you have, when you've scouted or been in the area, have seen before. But it does look as though there are regular people that deliver various foodstuffs, different envoys, whatever it might be. People have business with the Rhazia wizards. Now, you do know, and of course it was part of the plan, that you're doing this today because the Mealy Menagerie draws so many of the Rhazia
Right,
wizards.
yeah.
Right.
So we're going to call it, 10 minutes before noon because noon's our drop point. We're going to maneuver up to one of those carts of goods and try and commandeer it. I think best avenue would be to bribe whoever's pulling it right now.
Okay, so that as you're right there, you see that still it would be out of view of the Rhazia Tower, but there's big houses around. There is a wagon coming up that you see that it is an open carriage, and it looks to be a salt merchant.
It's not Morris, is it?
He's in
you know,
Brian, so it
It
better
better
not
Well,
not
be.
be.
who knows? He could be coming.
There are both in this particular wagon. There are both humans and villain, and they look to be kind of workaday kinds of guys.
Oh, like just servants.
Workmen, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That
yeah.
there's both. It's uncovered. There's barrels in it, and it's a pretty substantial wagon.
All right, yeah. We all move up to it.
Yeah.
So they go, ooh,
Maybe
and they
not
slow
all
it
of us.
down.
Maybe like
And
3 of us.
and they're like, yes, my lord. Are you interested in purchasing?
How many people are on this wagon?
There are 6 people on this wagon.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, neat, yeah. I pull out 6 gold. Take the day off. And just kind of proffer that to them.
You
You
roll
want
an
to,
insight.
how about a persuasion?
You can do that too, but roll the insight as well.
We're all there. Do we get the persuasion?
The insight?
Or insight?
Sure, yeah.
18 on persuasion and 14 on insight.
Can you do me a favor and stop asking me to roll insights because that's the 3rd natural one.
You're
Every
getting
time I roll an
You're getting him out
insight.
of your system.
Every time I roll an
13.
Okay.
5.
So your insight is that they look a little bit unsure how to proceed because where that would normally be a great thing, today in its own way, this might
I'm
not
gonna
be
flash
a thing.
the token for the Rhazia Tower.
They wouldn't recognize that it's a magical pass.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the salt in this has been spoken for, and it's worth more than, what did you say, 2 gold?
I can add to that. We'll deliver the salt. We just need the wagon. Here's how about another 2?
How about another 4?
How about another 3?
They exchange some quick glances and say, "All right, three more, 9 gold."
Okay.
And
And do they then clamber off
they're
the wagon?
climbing off the wagon.
Great.
Yeah.
Paying them as they go. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys don't have to work for a long time. They
Yeah.
don't care if they get fired or the salt's not being paid for or anything else. They're definitely done.
As that's happening, I'll motion over to presumably the Inda and her people who are, or just her people, I guess. We're just taking
just her people.
Yeah, wave them over to come join us.
Actually, they went deeper into the thing to go to the corner closer to the Rhazia Tower.
Oh, this
They
is just
said-
for us.
Yeah, they'll join us further
They
up.
could join you later
Oh,
on.
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then, who's taking the reins?
Who's the least noticeable?
We're
You
all
definitely
fairly
not.
noticeable.
Yeah, I think you should take the reins.
I'm proficient in land vehicles.
Are you? Oh man, how do you see that? Let's see features.
My proficiencies.
One of the proficiencies, yeah.
proficiencies.
All right, so
I
good. So
don't-
you
yeah.
get the reins. Let's go.
Yeah.
You go with you have it, not me. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. And then you guys start moving, and it's just at a leisurely pace as it's moving.
Yeah.
It
I'm
has-
also proficient in land vehicles.
nice.
There you go.
You guys can land vehicle all over the place. That you get within a handful of minutes, you are at the other end of the park, and you're looking over in the corner where Indanur and her people, where she said her people would be, and there's the 3 of them right there, the villain, the human, and the Sarvapan. And they have a kind of a questioning look on their face.
Gets us past normal guards. Get on.
And yeah, they jump over the rail right there, and then they climb up onto the wagon and take spots.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll move with the line to get up to the gate.
Yeah, and like I had said, it's a fairly small line today. There's little happening. There's a couple carts in front of you. Things are being offloaded. It looks like food stuff, perishables, things like that. And
As we approach the gate, I'm going to engage in a fake conversation with the people behind me so that I can be turning away from the guards and talking to them about the melee menagerie. Oh my gosh, did you hear?
Can
Somebody
you believe
brought.
we've got to make this delivery?
Right, man, we got to get through this. Did you hear the excitement down there? Because I'm getting these guards are pissed that they're on guard duty, and I just want to get through, and I want them thinking about everything they're missing and just try to push us through because they might be looking for me.
that's cool. The Sarvapan doesn't even skip a beat. He says, "Remember last year when they summoned some kind of a dire tiger? Because I thought that the Baron's people were going to have it. I thought it was going to be a lock, and then they cast that, and it just changed everything again."
I can't believe we're missing this. You can hear the screaming practically. It's got to be so exciting. We've got to get.
Well, hopefully it won't take too long for us to unload, and your wagon's pulling forward as you get to there. Let me just kind of reaction we get from the guards that are on duty right then. Zelen, you're aware that one of the guards looks over at you as you're talking about that, but then he looks back to probably Boris and Jacob up in the front of the wagon, and he says, "Tokens."
And I present mine.
So when you hold it up, you're like handing it to him. He just puts his hand up and he says, "Tokens," like to the whole wagon.
So I put mine up in the
everyone
air.
turns theirs. Everyone's their token. They said, just drop them off in the box when you're taking your first load in.
Multi-pass?
Yeah, multi-pass. Oh, yeah, he knows it's a multi-pass. So yeah, you set the brake on the wagon itself.
Yep.
And
Maneuver
then
over to the servant entrance as we were instructed.
right, and then when you get to there, you are unloading the back of the wagon. You're each getting these things. You have a hand truck in the back of it, and you're taking barrels of salt inside across what's actually a little moat on this side of the tower itself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And but it's dry. It isn't like it's a functional one. And then
So we're standing by until we hear the massive
right. So
of a minaret being taken out.
you have taken in 2 barrels of salt, and it takes something just to offload them. It looks like all of Indanur's party is working more at just offloading stuff, that they're like the crew getting off the wagon.
They want the cart to put all the stuff they're about to steal.
Well,
right?
and that you guys taking in because they know they're coming after you, so they want to be in front of you guys.
So we're
out there.
observing first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you actually go in, and as you're walking in, we'll say, Jacob, you're the first one with a hand truck pushing this one in.
Okay.
That you're actually going through
I was
what's
just
got to
assuming we
be
were rolling the barrels.
about this side door is too narrow. You couldn't put a barrel through on its side. It's got to go with hand truck. That you are passing through about 10 feet of stone.
Oh,
this is
wow.
just solid as you're getting into this thing. And when you go into it, you can tell you're in like a larder area, that there's all kinds of stuff stacked this way and that. There's a desk. There's a person checking things in. There's some guards that are right there. but everyone seems to be already talking about the melee menagerie and what's happening with that. And this is pretty work a day. And go ahead and roll your insight. And this is just Jacob at this point.
Yeah, thanks.
You rolled a 1
I
again?
rolled a 1.
Well, use
man.
a different dice.
Stop asking me for insight rolls.
A spear
Get
comes
good.
right across you, like to stop you, and the cart. And as you're looking at him, the guy just looks down over to your right-hand side. He's just like looking with his eyes, doesn't say a word.
And I hold up the token again. Or did we put that in a box, didn't we?
Not yet. So
Yeah.
he's pointing, he's looking down with his
Gotcha.
head.
I hold it up and I look around and I'm assuming I see a
Down
box.
to that side. You see
And I-
clink, and then he steps out of the way, and you roll the thing forward.
Cool. I want to make also an Arcana because knowing that we went into the Larkin Silk's house on Johann Street,
Right.
make sure we're not going into any sort of a magical barrier.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
do an
Smart.
Arcana check as you're going through it.
Hey, that's not a 1. So Arcana 12.
You're not aware.
Okay.
It doesn't hit you that same way. It could be, but you're not aware.
Okay.
So, and then there's,
Seeing that, I'll have the token ready to drop in the box.
and then you have, like the data stuff that, okay, what's the serial number on this one? There's the load. Where's it come from? And you're doing that, and you're putting, like, they turn a clipboard toward you, and I guess you put an X there, unless, Jacob Treadstone.
Yeah.
But everything is very much like we've got to have all this stuff accounted for, how it's paid, whatnot. But you can see that through this hallway that's in front of you, going about like another 15 feet in, it looks like it opens into a central cavity, like a central receiving room. But you're not in any way near that. But you do note that there are 4 guards right here. There's this person doing all the exchange work, and then there's another person that you can't quite get a read on, but he's also in that area. And then it's expected you get out of the way of the next barrel coming in, and you take your hand truck out.
Okay.
Drop token. Gonna make an Arcana as I go through to see if I notice
Go ahead.
barrier. 6. Take it or leave it.
yeah, we'll take it. You are not aware of it, at least not the same way that you were when you walked into Larkin Silks.
Okay.
And then same thing, that they're making sure that it is,
proceeding,
all that kind of stuff. And then you're heading back out. So you're both getting back out to the wagon about the same time. And I need to roll in that process, because I didn't do that yet, where a thing happens. Oh, at the onset. So when, since we played it to that point, Boris, right when you put that token in the box and you're turning just to put your mark on the clipboard saying that this is the thing, there is what must be a massive explosion somewhere in the city. And everyone stops and starts and looks in that
hell is
direction.
that?
And one of the guys says, Meal Menagerie? What could they have someone that's that big? And then it's crunching even more. And you hear somebody back down that direction that you saw, Jacob, down that hallway.
Yep.
You hear somebody running downstairs. And then it's actually somebody that's no longer running on the stairs. And a wizard comes flying right through this place.
Flying, like feet not on ground?
Flying feet out on ground, and yells, out of the way! And he's going through. He says, guard this point. The Veda Library is under attack. And when he gets through that door, he whisks, gets elevation, and he's wheeling over the buildings.
Oh.
Beta library.
Under attack?
Let's clear this wagon out of here. So maneuver to circle with them there. You start acting like we're going to, unchalk wheels, get ready to just kind of maneuver out of the way where they're operating. Giving any time for anybody evacuating out of this door to evacuate so we can strike with as little foe as possible.
Gotcha. So everyone, as you're doing that, you're kind of inside and outside right in that area. It's just a rush and a craziness. There were 2 other wagons at that point behind you, and their drivers just getting them out of the area. Because it's only they expect that, okay, there's something big happening, big hits going to be around here. So the guys that are actually receiving this stuff, they're like, come on. Like they want to get this stuff done too. That when you're outside, everyone roll a perception to see just when or what you'd see outside the tower as this happens. So
19.
19. You see, as you step out there and like under the guise of getting the next barrel that's already off the wagon, you look up and you see 8 different people that are already airborne flying out of different points from the tower from up high.
Oh, whoa.
That looks like there's just a whole group, like a whole like
almost all
Blue
of them,
Angels kind of a thing going, and they're all going up that way. Jacob, what did you roll?
7.
Okay, yeah, so you're getting the next barrel.
I am getting the crap out of this barrel.
You want to make sure you get back inside with that.
17.
And so Zelen, and with yours, you saw that there were 2 people that came out on foot around the back of the tower. And it seems kind of weird that they're actually running for the back wall. And as they get in the back wall, I mean the back wall of the city, that
Okay.
beyond that wall, outside the Rhazia Tower, is the Brimroar Hills. You know,
Right.
these are kind of the tame Brimroar of the city. And they run, and you note the spot, straight at that wall and go straight through it.
Whoa.
Okay. And I note the spot.
Note the spot. Make an intelligence roll, and we can use that as a marker for your intelligence.
Foreshadowing an hour from now.
18
Wham!
plus 3, 21 on natural.
Okay, yeah, that's great. You definitely know. You've marked where the stones are.
Okay.
You guys are bringing the next 2 barrels back in. Zelen, are you moving up there with them?
Yeah.
How many barrels do we have left?
And how
Yeah.
many people are in the vicinity?
Right now, the people that
Excluding
were
us 6.
there, the 5 of them that were there, there was 4 guards, there was 1 other person that he was kind of unsure, and so 6 rather, and then the guy doing all the data taking.
It's still just them?
It's still just them.
Okay.
They seem pretty agitated, and they're nonstop speculating what it could be.
Yeah, and I'm going to add to that chatter. Oh my gosh, I don't think we're going to be safe here. What's going to happen next? We better get out of here. This is dangerous. We're going to get hurt. Nobody's here to protect us. I
All this for some
I
damn
saw all
salt.
the wizards fly away.
Now!
Ah, Jesus.
So each one of you, I'm
drawing
rolling in
sword,
nits here.
attacking nearest guard.
You guys have this free action. They were not in any way thinking you guys were anything apart from what you seem to be. So roll your nits so we know where they are.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The high rolls are back.
Nice.
19.
17.
Unnatural 20.
Do you want me?
Oh, wait. My initiative is 21.
Nice.
21. You were at the top before. You're still at the top.
Should
And the
I-
19 was Boris.
No.
Me.
Zelen, okay. Top of the round, Jacob. You're at 21.
Yeah. I'm making the assumption I didn't have my bow slung across my back. How close am I to the cart?
Very close. It's
All right, yeah,
just
so
within your move.
I'll run to it and grab my bow. Do I still have enough left to, or do I have to dash to get to
probably
it?
about like 10 feet to that direction, and probably about 20 feet. You could probably be right back in the door with your bow, but you're shooting like right past everybody's ears.
I mean, it's
not a
5e.
gun.
Yeah. So you got it.
Oh, cool. And I will take my shots at whoever.
There's 4 that are definitely guards. There's a person that takes the data, and that other person that just seemed different.
Most threatening looking person, most armed looking person.
You just tell me who you're attacking. Don't tell me to choose for you.
the closest guard to me.
All right.
14 to hit.
And that's a miss.
And the second, 26 to hit.
And that's definitely a hit.
Cool. And I forgot all of my spells, so he's not for any reason below his hit point maximum.
No, he's
is he?
not.
All right. So starting with 11 points of damage, bonus action. Now casting that as marking him as my quarry.
Okay, done. He's taken the damage.
Cool.
And then Zelen at 19.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the one that's standing furthest away.
I forget, is there an area effect with that?
It's 120 feet. It's
That's
a
the range.
5-foot radius,
Okay.
40-foot high cylinder.
Okay, let me just see if it's possible from the orientation right now, if you could catch more than one person in that, as you're picking and choosing.
Yeah, not us, obviously.
Right,
I'm
not you.
yeah.
You can get 2 people into this.
Okay.
It's going to be one of the guards and the guy who was kind of watching from a little bit of a distance. They were in close proximity to each other.
So I'm casting Moonbeam.
Okay, is that a save for me, or is that a spell attack for you?
Creature enters. It must
was a
make a Constitution saving
Con
throw.
save, all
It
right.
takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
Okay, so
We
2.
find out this is actually a polymorphed weasel, and he turns back into his true form.
Okay, con saving throw for this
What
one.
does a 10 look like?
It's that one. That's the good. Yeah.
And what's my DC?
Really high. You missed
16, or is it changed with your new level and it's 17?
it. 18. I don't know.
Spell save DC?
Yeah.
16.
16, okay. All right, so that guy makes it. So what's the half damage? They both make it.
I rolled a 16.
So they each take 8 points of damage.
Not bad.
Nice.
And none of them turn to a different form.
Nope.
Okay.
None of them did. That's good.
And that says if they start their turn in that area, they take the damage again.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait a minute. When a creature enters the spell for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
All right, gotcha. So yeah, this is a bonus act, or this is that first action, but they're all not even aware of it. So he will be starting his turn there. He doesn't even have his knit to move yet. Boris at 17.
Okay. Attacking with sword. Nearest guard.
Okay.
First attack is 19 versus armor class.
Hits.
Second attack is a 13 versus armor class.
And that one misses.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one. No, that's right. Still misses.
I was gonna say, it's like,
I'd be
sorry.
surprised.
my
given
13
the-
missed.
Yeah, given
Yeah.
no, you're 14.
Oh, that's
missed.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, he takes the 12.
Like if for Jacob, miss. Boris, okay, fine.
Now, all of Indoneur's people are still outside. They didn't push through in this because that's not what they were here to do.
Oh yeah, no. I
All right,
wouldn't expect them to fight.
And then at 15, the one that was attacked by Jacob, but Jacob, you are, let me think, if you saw where that bow was coming from and how close that was. Yes, he's going to try to attack you,
Good
but
luck.
it's so tight in here. He's actually provoking an opportunity attack from both Zelen and Boris as he's attacking Jacob.
Fantastic.
What's your armor
19?
class?
20.
And yeah, he has a +6 to hit. He hits you.
And 19 versus his armor class.
That's a hit.
He takes 14 slashing.
That's a lot of damage. You doing anything with your...
I don't know. Can I stab at him with something?
Yeah.
Hit him with your staff.
Yeah.
But if I cast Shillelagh, do I then drop
Shillelagh's a
Moonbeam?
bonus action.
So and
you
have
can't
to do it on your
You
turn.
can't cast Shillelagh.
Since it's not your turn, you have to do your bonus action.
oh,
on your
so
turn.
I just hit him with a normal
You're just
staff.
hitting with the staff, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I do that.
Jacob took 9 points of damage
Aw.
from that attack. And how much did you do to him, Boris?
I did 14 to him.
And how much did you do, Zelen? Have you attacked yet?
I'm gonna hit him with my staff.
Okay, roll it.
So it should just be an unarmed... No, I guess it is an armed strike. How does that work?
It's a staff attack.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
an attack with the staff.
Does she have it on her sheet without Shillelagh?
9 plus 5, 14.
Misses.
Ah.
But with that damage from Boris, that actually killed him in that moment.
Oh.
So he attacked Jacob, took damage, and Boris goes, and the guy crumples to the ground.
When does the attack register? Like, when is it provoked? Because does he get through his attack?
Standby.
Because I'm wondering.
Yeah, so that maybe that didn't actually get through. That's a good point.
'Cause
While Victor's
I'm reasonably
looking that
attached to
up-
my life force.
Yeah, that's right. The next two are the two that Zelen's spell hit. And so if they start in that round, that's when they get their saving throw?
Yeah.
they-
Oh, yeah.
When a creature enters the spell range for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in the flames, searing pain, must make a Constitution saving throw.
So I
There
get
you go.
another con save.
Do I get to roll damage again?
Yeah, you're going to roll it again?
The attack occurs before the creature leaves my reach.
Oh, so
Oh,
as soon as they
then
move.
Jacob didn't take the damage.
Ooh,
yeah. So
Nice.
Boris slammed him to the ground before that actually happened.
asking
Thank you,
good
Boris.
questions.
Terrific.
Thank you.
One of them fails, and the other one makes it.
Okay, so
then I
roll
re-roll?
2d10 again, and one takes full, one takes half.
13 points of damage.
At 13 points of damage, the guard drops.
Ooh.
At half of that, like at another 6. The other one, the guy that was just off to one side, is still ambulatory. He's still up and running.
Okay.
But he looks hurt.
Right, that one is spell casting, and it's spell casting on Zelen. Zelen, armor class.
16.
And in that moment, if you were thinking about it, you would know he's casting an acid arrow on you.
Grippy, man.
9, his spell attack is a +6, so he rolls a 15. What do you say?
That means he misses.
He
me.
misses you. So that means you still take splash damage, so it isn't like it's total nothing. So instead, you're taking 2d4 damage since it's just like hit near you and splashed you. And 8.
Oh, max.
Oh, max
maximum
damage.
Yeah. So obviously the guy's a spellcaster of some sort.
Yep.
Another one of the guards is right there,
Ooh.
and this guard is attacking Boris.
Armor class of 20.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, and he rolls a 3, and I think I have one more guard in the area, and that one.
We've killed 2.
1, 2.
I killed one that was moving to attack Jacob. Zelen killed one in the moonbeam.
And
I think-
So there's 2 guards remaining.
I don't think it was one of the guards. I think it was one of
the.
the non-magical ones, right? Or was it one
Well,
of the guards she killed?
the guy that was
She had the guard and the caster in the area.
Oh, okay.
right, and then there was the one that came toward you. There was the guard that was on you originally. Then there's still just one. Yeah, there's still just one more guard.
Don't I have to roll to see if I lost my spell?
You did take damage, yeah.
Yeah, and it was 8 points of damage.
Yeah,
So
so
DC.
Constitution saving throw against DC 10.
Okay, so the last guard that's there, Jacob, is trying to attack you.
Go for it.
Does he have to move past me again?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
No, he was on the other side.
Okay.
And he rolls a 19 natural. That's a plus
natural. Dang it.
6.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm sorry, +5. My bad. No, +6. And I think I said 6 before. Yeah. So,
Stop playing with my emotions.
yeah, I think the 19 is you, right?
No,
and-
the 20 hits me.
Okay. And you take just 4 points of damage.
Oh, I healed myself. 4 points.
Now, the other guy is backpedaling at this point. He hasn't even reacted to move yet. He's a non-combative. He's just there to take data. Top of the round, Jacob.
Cool. I'm at disadvantage firing in melee combat. Right. He moved up to attack me, right?
Yes.
All right. So if I'm... Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not if I'm attacking someone I'm in melee combat with.
When
it's just
you are
if
in
I'm-
melee, yeah.
So it's not like I'm going to aim at somebody else and not have disadvantage. It's just because there's someone there. That makes sense.
Right.
I'm going to... Honestly, I think I'm just going to fire with disadvantage.
Right.
Using... Is this the same guy that I... Oh, no. The
No,
Quarry
he's
was
dead.
the other guy.
This is a new
Bonus
guy.
action switching over to this guy as my Quarry.
Okay.
Is he below his hit point maximum?
He is not.
Oh, disadvantage is a 15. I wasted a natural 20.
15 is his armor class.
Oh, yes. Okay. And so that's that. And is he below his hit point maximum?
No.
Okay. Put that back. That is 5 plus 7, 12 points of damage.
Okay, he takes it.
And again, 16 versus armor class.
Hits.
He is below his hit point maximum now.
Yes.
And, 13, 20 points of damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making death saves right now. Failed.
Come at me. Disadvantage
that's-
means nothing.
3 guards splashed. Okay, and into this next round, the guy that was like the data guy is now about facing and trying to head toward the door, down the hallway.
So we still have 2 combatants. We have the data guy who's running away,
Data guy's a non-combatant.
and we have the wizard.
There's still one other guard.
Didn't I just kill him?
Correct.
So we
Yeah,
have
one.
3. We have 3
there's
total
There's
people.
still one guard.
Okay.
Yeah. So and now it is Zelen at 19.
I did not lose my moonbeam, so I'm just going to keep that on him.
Yeah, and I forgot to say the guy is coming out of it, so he gets a save again. I just didn't
He
say-
just stood there.
He just stood there. Wow.
He takes damage on his turn, not on Zelen's.
Oh.
Zelen, you can move
Do
it,
something
or
else.
you can cast a different spell. If it's not a concentration spell, you won't lose that spell.
So you can move it to try and get one of the other guys, or because there's 3 of them.
There's
said-
3 people
There's
left.
3 people, 2 combatant.
Okay.
So there's 3 people left. If I can move the moonbeam and keep the wizard in it and capture one of the other ones, great. Otherwise, I'll just keep the moonbeam on the
You
wizard.
said 5
gate.
feet of radius?
Yeah.
All right, so no, you couldn't catch both of them in it. They're too far apart from each other. One's to Jacob's left, the other one's like over on the right-hand side of this room.
Okay, so I can cast Produce Flame, which is a non-concentration, so I can keep both the moonbeam and I can produce flame.
Okay, that's as a ranged spell attack?
I think so.
Yeah, the flame sheds bright light and 10-foot dim light.
No, you can
30
throw
feet,
it for...
30 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Yep.
in range. Go ahead.
You
So-
should have your spell attack modifier.
Do I have to roll something?
Yep. You're trying to hit the guy.
13 plus
I want to say it was good, like 6 or 7.
6 or 7, yeah, I
spell
forget.
attack modifier is an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So I hit him.
yeah, 21. Yeah, that's a 21. That
So
definitely
that's
hit
a
him.
21. Yay!
Okay, roll your damage.
Okay, so damage is 1d8.
It should be more now that you're higher level.
I can cast it at higher level.
No, it's a cantrip. It increases with you.
Oh.
So it should be 2d8.
Oh, awesome.
There you go. Yep. Big numbers. Max damage. Roll 2 8s.
9.
One of them's an 8.
One's an 8.
Still in the middle. He's still alive.
Not for long.
Boris.
I'm attacking the guard I'm engaged with. I'll take that 14 for a 23
23 hits.
and a 10 misses.
Okay.
Okay, for another 11 points of slashing.
He's very hurt. He looks like he's in a horrible, horrible state right now. All right, that was at that 15. So then it's their round. So one guy is running away. The one who is a spellcaster, I think he's going to stay focused in this case on Zelen. with
But
what
he's got to
doing.
roll for the moonbeam damage.
Oh,
He still didn't move him.
I still haven't moved him. Yeah, he's beginning his round there, so he can move out of it now. He still takes it.
True.
And that's his save. And 11 plus. That was a con saving throw of 2. I rolled a 13. What was my save for that?
Spell save DC is 16.
Twist up your damage.
Nice. 2d10 again.
Those are your D8s.
Oh, those are d8s. No,
Oh.
don't do that. Yeah.
So I know what kind of a dice box we need for you, Natalie. It's going to be one that has like little segmented
Oh,
things.
look at that. I got a 0. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a 10.
Okay.
But the 2 isn't.
So 12
So
points.
12
to-
points of damage.
Like little compartments that have the dice already segmented out.
Right, exactly, by type, so she can see what she's
They
grabbing
look
for.
exactly the same.
He had 6 hit points. I'm sorry, he had 9 hit points left.
Oh,
Nice.
Dropped
So he
him.
killed him.
You killed him. Right.
You killed something. Yay.
All right, and then the last fighter is gonna be Jacob or Boris. 1, 2, 3 is Jacob. 4, 5, 6 is Boris.
Come at
Isn't
me.
he engaged with me?
He was also engaged with Jacob the
Oh, we
round
were
before.
like, we were flanking him?
And he rolls a 12 plus 5, 17, 18. I'm sorry.
I don't know why he's trying.
Misses
No.
either of us.
Misses both,
Okay,
yeah.
I like how you smugly. I don't know why you're trying.
I like that accent, Jacob.
Top of the round,
Yeah.
Jacob.
As a free action on his round, leave.
Yeah.
He nods his head, drops his weapon, and goes running out, pushing right past all the guy from
Yeah.
Into Nurse.
I-
He was at 8 hit points.
The guy who's fleeing, is he running into the tower or is he running
Out.
out of the tower? Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd the accountant go? Did he run out?
No, he ran further into the tower.
He's an accountant. He doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still could at least warn people.
Okay, so Into Nurse Pool came in and they pulled the door shut behind them.
Excellent.
Good.
Okay, so
Get the
I am
allies.
now going to call my fairy allies.
Conjure woodland beings.
Conjure wood beings. That's what I'm doing.
right.
And I can call 8 of them. So I'm going to call 8 of them.
Wow.
8 pixies, right?
8 pixies. Yes. And I am going to direct them, the first 3 that appear, to cast Giant Ape on the 3 of us.
Okay.
And
Polymorph
then
us into giant apes.
polymorph us into Giant Apes.
They cast Giant Ape and we turn into polymorphs.
There's suddenly a giant ape sitting on each one of you.
And then I'm going to tell the other 5 to protect those 3, or if those 3 disappear, to recast that same polymorph on the 3 of us.
Okay, so there's at least one other one for each of those, and then there's 2
And then there's
last
2
ones
extra.
that can shift however they need to.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
Right.
And just real quick, just so I know, because I don't know, if you guys in ape form get down to 0, what happens?
We turn back to our normal form at full hit points. So essentially,
At
that.
full or at what we were before we went in?
Oh yeah,
I've taken damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have taken damage. So yes,
I have
at
too.
where you were.
Dang it, if this is a healing spell too, I'm like, oh,
that'd be-
yeah,
that'd be
No,
great.
no, yeah.
And-
Where
and
you
then-
were.
So if they, and that's it. It isn't like any of the damage they took during their apeness
No, yeah. So
translates to.
you had us roll hit points, and I rolled 181 hit points because
Right.
these things are enormous.
I know, it's such a plan.
So essentially, what that means is if I take 182 points of damage, I revert back to Boris form, and I'm at 75 of 76.
Good grief. It's like having this massive armor on yourself.
Everyone at the table is doing that except Matt.
Yeah, no, he's on the he's on the receiving end of the. That's right. Yeah. All right, let's go smash and grab.
All right. So as you guys like roll through this area, I guess I picture you like kind of on all fours, knuckles, the whole way.
Crushing
And
through
your giant,
doorways.
just an idea how like big? What's the weight of these things? How
We
high at
are
the shoulder?
huge animals. I don't have any, or huge beasts rather. I don't have any more particulars than that.
So if you're huge, you're even beyond like an actual real like silverback gorilla.
Yeah, we're on a scale akin to like elephants or mammoths.
Yeah. So it's like, wow. Okay.
Intelligence of 7, so we're like actually reasonably intelligent.
Smarter than Forrest Gump. Okay.
I'm wondering what of our own abilities do we have while we're in this form? Like, do we still have any of our like?
I think you have
Mental-
awareness of the plan,
Okay.
but beyond that, we're using the stat block.
Yeah,
Well,
or a
I'm merely
giant
asking is if we get into combat, if we're fighting things while we're in here, I just took that ability to where anything that attacks me has multi-attack. Previous things after that, so it's not. I don't get my +4 to AC against
the creature is limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of the new form. So no.
All right.
Can't speak, can't cast spells, or otherwise take
And I'm
actions.
guessing all of our materials, all of our equipment kind of melds into our form.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Now I am going to try to stay very close to you. Oh no, you don't have
I
that.
don't-
You don't
I
have
don't
that
do the
protection.
aura in
I'm
monkey
going to
form.
try to stay between the 2 of you, because if I lose my concentration on the fairies, right?
the fairies go
then
away.
the fairies
Fairies
go away.
Yeah, and then plan changes. They honestly, to speak as a Rhazia wizard, they would never expect this. Honestly, they wouldn't expect any faction to attack them so directly, so abruptly
yeah.
in their own home. So,
Let alone gorillas.
Yeah, so that's good, because maybe they don't have as many protections, because
Okay,
it never
yeah.
would have occurred to them.
It's like weird. All of our spells were protecting us from rhinoceroses, not gorillas.
Yeah.
How many times have you wondered? Is there a
I'm not
gorilla
locked
in, the
in
room?
with you. You're locked in with me.
And we rip it apart.
As
much,
you
yeah.
guys are the actual construction of this, it looks like this area that you're in has been fabricated later. It's like they've just put in some wooden walls, some partitions to set this portion apart from the rest of it. And you just come bursting through all of this into that
Strength
area.
of 23 is pretty sweet.
And people are already, when you get to here, at the bottom of the set of stairs that are off to your right-hand side, there's a guard right there, and he just pulled a sword, and he's thinking, what am I supposed to do exactly at this moment? But you can see that this is a tiered level. There's a central column that runs through the middle of this, and that all of the rooms to the Rhazia Tower are on the periphery. So it's like you're going through the outer part of the donut, and then there's this inner part that's just a shaft. The stairs are off to the side. They're not in that main shaft, so you can't, they're not spiraling up through the middle or something. This guy's at the stairs. He's a stair guard. And he's looking at you, and he yells, "What the hell?" And he's charging at the lead gorilla.
Okay,
Of course he is.
I've got an armor class in this form of 12.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, it's a
The armor
massive...
class did go down.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
no.
massive dip in armor class, but
It's the hit point thing.
181 hit points.
I would
Well,
argue
and
that
your
my
reach is
gorilla is
so
still
long.
wearing a ring of protection.
Right, your reach is
No.
so long,
Yeah,
so you
um,
can.
10 feet of reach. Okay, I just rolled his in knit. We're going to keep our in knits because you guys are actually pretty good. So 21, 19, and 17.
Okay.
So I'm wondering
Just
is
so not rerunning them all the time.
the way that it works with our reach when they're entering.
When they're leaving our reach.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it just our reach, or is it a square that we threaten?
It's not the good 3.5.
Oh,
Reach is actually
man.
worse for...
5e.
Yeah. So, no, it's when he exits beyond 10 feet of us.
Okay.
So he's at 21 for his knit.
Oh, wow.
So as you guys, it was a great roll. That as you guys are closing right there, I'm not sure who the first gorilla is
Me.
if you're in tandem, but so Boris, who's coming against you at 21, he's rolling an attack against your AC, and he rolls a natural 20.
no.
Nice.
Yeah. So and with his pluses too. So let's roll the damage on that. It's again, he's using a short sword. He's probably like, why am I wearing a short sword in all of this? So he does 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 points of damage. to
Taken.
you.
Who brings a
And-
sword to an ape fight?
And it's about to say that
This
he
guy,
realizes it's going to go very badly. He was the only one at the bottom of the stairs right then. Jacob,
How wide are the hallways?
the hallway itself, you've actually broken it to get out into this area.
Ah.
So you haven't gone through it. Each one of the rooms in this are along the wall. They'd be slightly curved rooms, and you're not in that. You're like bypassing that to get to this middle area. And then you saw the bottom of the stairs off to your right-hand side. So there aren't hallways radiating in every direction. You're in an open area in the middle.
But in order to get to the stairs, is there any way for me to maneuver past the lead gorilla, or do I have to just pick a room? Are there people in here that need to
No,
be...
it's a wide area here. You could do an end run and try to go past him if you see that the guy's engaged with Boris. You can
Yeah,
head right to the
I'll do
stairs.
that. I'll take that opportunity.
So full move. The move is 40.
Yeah, moves 40, so you could move
so
up
right
to
there-
80.
and a climb of 42.
Right. So you are at the stairs and starting to go up. You've gone right past this guy as Boris is getting, or rather, Zelen is doing her thing at 19.
Any sounds or anything like I can hear people moving
yelling
around?
from all over the place. And go ahead and roll that as a perception. And
Off the
because
table.
everyone here casts spells.
11, yeah, perception of 4.
The other two can too. Your battle awareness. Go ahead and roll that perception.
Unnatural 20.
You definitely hear.
17.
So
21,
both Zelen and Boris at this point, they're hearing that there are people that are up on different levels and they are initiating spell casting.
Uh-oh.
So they're about to do stuff.
Yeah, pointing high.
And Boris, it is your round on. All right, Zelen, do you want to? What do you?
Yeah,
how
what
are
do
you
you do?
react to that sound?
Are there any? React to the sounds above. Are there any doorways in here? Or are there any doors on the level that we're on?
Yes, there are doors in the level that you're on that lead into those peripheral areas.
How do you communicate with your pixies? Is it mental, or do you have to actually speak to them? I'm wondering if it's mental, because I think you said they can cast dispel magic, can't they?
They can.
That as you came through that area, that narrow spot, and the door was right on your right, just past the bottom of the stairs, there is a door that goes into a room there, and then like 1, 2, 3, at 4 different places around this central hub, there are doors into different chambers.
I'm going to smash every door that I can reach.
The only one you're going to be able to get to with your move is going to be the first one that's just past the stairs.
Okay, so I'm going to go to that door and smash it open.
Okay, so just roll it to hit on the door.
It's like an AC of
Natural 20.
Nice for a 29.
So you do crush the thing in, and you perceive immediately by various sensations that this must be their kitchen. It's
Okay.
right adjacent where the stuff comes in. And so there's a bunch of screams and yelling. These are just workaday people that work in the Rhazia Tower that make the food. no one's like trying to.
I'm gonna kind
spellcast.
of.
Okay, you hear them clapping. You hear them clapping. One holds up a banana. Here, go away.
To see if I can get them to. I want them to run
Takes his
out.
whole arm with a banana. Yeah, they would. You're in the doorway.
Yeah,
Oh, there's not an exterior door? I would
I know.
assume a
No.
kitchen would have an exterior door.
It doesn't because it's a tower defense place. But they're out the other door, the other side, which probably leads like you would imagine through a butler's pantry and then into the Great Hall to serve food. So no, they are all beaten feet that way, leaving the stuff just on wherever it is.
Okay.
One person puts a lid, puts some salt in, stirs it one more time, then he runs back out. So he doesn't mess it up.
Dedicated to his work.
And so that's your round. Boris at the bottom of the
Attacking
stairs.
guard.
Okay. Guard armor class 15.
Natural 19 for the first one, so that's a 28.
This is going to be ugly.
Yeah, second one is a 10.
Modified?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one hit.
Can I steal one of your D10s?
You sure can. Oh, here's a 2-digit one.
Sir? They work the same. Okay. 9, 12, 19, 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
from a
god.
punch.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
I would argue that this actually has 2 digits on it, so it was a 30 and a
Yeah,
70,
right.
so it was 109
He had
points.
24 hit points.
Oh,
Nice!
Yeah. So,
You may have well done 109 points of damage.
you might as
And
well.
move action, moving past him up.
That as you move past it looked a little bit like for a moment like you
So
were kneading
this interior
bread.
shaft, is it like railings around? Can I access upper levels through it?
It would be difficult to go up the interior shaft to get to other levels. It wasn't made for that. It looks more like it's a place to fight defensively if somebody were to take the bottom levels.
Okay.
but-
also a monkey the size of an elephant
Yeah, that's a good point.
with
So
a climb speed of 40 feet.
handholds. I guess there is no is there a climbing check in this?
If I have a
version?
climb speed, I can climb at that speed.
I'm just trying to look to see if there's actually anything for you to hold on to
yeah,
to climb.
Athletics would be if it's especially difficult.
Okay, let's do an athletics check because it would be especially difficult.
I wonder if you could just kind of like as if you're climbing a tree trunk, just put your arms and legs around it and just kind of go up.
I think kind of the other way around.
So look at it like
that we're on
this
the
is
inside
okay.
of a tube.
So it's like this.
Oh.
You guys have broken through this area, got the bottom of the stairs. The kitchen's right here. It's a big open area in the middle that's just sheer.
It's actually literally sheer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a castle wall inside.
How wide is the tunnel?
That central tube is going to be about 30 or so feet across.
Oh, geez.
So let me
Okay.
make sure that I can picture this. So it is like a donut, that
Yeah.
the center part is completely empty. The stairs and the rooms are all around the exterior, like the parts of the donut that you would eat.
Right.
Well, so I'm wondering if the stairs spiral up on the inside, can you reach and they don't spiral?
They don't spiral on the inside. They're
Because
off to
it's
one
a
side.
because it's a wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's like a it's like a
stairs are over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
And
it's
so
like
that
a
central area,
cylinder.
it keeps them that no matter what, remember, and think this is like, metagaming, but the wizards don't trust the wizards. They can't trust even themselves to be in this tower. So the tower's defensive from the inside as well as from the outside.
Okay.
17 on athletics, in addition to my climb speed of 40 feet and my vertical reach of massive.
But you can reach at least 15
I would say that
feet, right?
there is something enough.
I think I'm about 15 feet tall. I think
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can reach 25 feet.
I think there is enough of a projection that you don't see a place you could get into the next level, but you can just jump up to the next level of the stairwell area.
Okay,
just
yeah.
jump.
And
Yeah.
can get up to that.
Yeah, so I'm just moving up so I can start engaging with spellcasters
Okay,
next turn.
so at 40 feet, yeah, you are engaged at that, and there is on this level narrower rooms off to either side, and then
Heck,
there's
I can start like grabbing people off the
there's
balcony.
a
and
rail
throwing
right,
them.
right there. So at 17, Boris is already up onto the next level up, and gosh, I forget. So
I'm at 19.
and you're on the stairs.
I was gonna say, yeah. In just one move of action, if he got up to the second floor, how far would I have gotten with 2?
Well, you had to go around where he was fighting and
Okay.
around him to get to that, to get to where that staircase is. So you're on the stairs, but you're not up to the top level yet. And Zelen is like not just the bottom of the stairs; she's just starting to go around the circle to where the kitchen is right there. All right, so attacking Boris on that level, spellcaster is firing a lightning bolt at him.
Okay,
All right, so you have a dexterity saving throw.
nice. Can do. 6.
Oh, they don't have a good dex, do they? Oh, no, they don't.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm climbing.
So see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could I have 2 more d6s, please? And just remember your colors.
You just need. There you go. Hey,
32 points of damage.
Taken.
On a failed
Wow.
save.
And do not care.
I forgot we have a lot of hit
All right,
points.
so then also at, that was it, 10, 5, there is a guard that is running across from the opposite side of the circle and heading toward you, Zelen. But they're not going to make it in one move. They're going to be near the kitchen as they finish their move.
How are they armed?
Short sword and chain shirt.
Okay.
And then there is another guard on the upper level, and he is coming around the circle of the upper balcony to try to attack you, Boris. But that's going to be, again, next round for him. And then on the next level up, there is spell casting. And it looks like somebody down at the bottom is being targeted.
Huh.
And there is another crack of lightning that went definitely not toward any of you. You think it was actually going for one of Indanur's people.
Oh.
All right. And then top of the round, Jacob.
All right. Yeah. Moving up the stairs to the whoever was firing lightning that I can reach. Is there someone I can get to?
At 40 feet, you're up there in that, and you still have some space left over. You see that Boris is about to be engaged with one of the wizardy-looking types, but from the opposite direction, there is a guard that's closing that is within. Right at the end of your move, you could engage him right now.
All right. Yeah, I'll go for that guy, and I will. What is it called? Just hit.
Yeah, fist.
Fist attack. Yeah.
Punch.
And,
Monkey smash.
natural 12 for a 21.
Hits.
Nice.
And it is.
Yeah, we get 2.
Oh yeah. Ooh, 3d10.
Multi-tack.
Okay, I'm gonna need. Can I borrow your d10 this
Yeah.
time? Thank you. Where's the other one? There it is. All right.
Where's the box?
Ooh, 10, 9, 9.
Nice.
28 plus 6,
Plus 6.
34.
So not only did you probably like bisect this guy, both the pieces went flying off the balcony, and then in a moment later, you hear the.
Oh, no pieces stay here that I can just like throw
Well,
at
there
the
is
other
some.
guy?
It's just embedded in your fur right now.
Oh man.
And you can see that the stairs going up from this level are on the opposite side. They were at the other level, so you guys have to move completely around the circle to get to the other end of this thing.
Okay.
And that was at 21, 19, Zelen.
At 19, I have a ranged weapon attack, so and I'm in the kitchen, so I'm betting I can find like a pot or a big frying pan.
That pot he just salted.
There's anything you want to. There was a guard running toward you. That was
yeah,
on the,
that's the one that I want to wing something at, just to see if I can hit him. It's a ranged weapon attack plus 9.
Okay, roll it.
19.
Might be just like grabbing the door and pulling
Yeah,
off the
whatever it
hinges.
is, whatever it is,
So
I'm going to
so
throw it
there's
at
like
him.
this full
So
cauldron
19
of
plus 9?
beet soup, right? Yeah.
So that's a 28.
8, yeah. Hits. So I guess damage for a thing, it's plus your strength is the big one on that.
7d6 plus 6.
Yeah, the rock damage is 7d6 plus
Are
6.
they
Okay,
just
well-
the square ones or d6s, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So can I have a bunch of d6s?
Yeah, here's 2 of them.
How many do you need?
7.
There's you got 3 now or 4 now. And now you're at 7. Awesome. Wow.
Nice.
Good sound.
10, 23 plus 6, 29 points of damage.
Okay, it kind of goes right through him.
Yeah, decapitated him with the door or the pot or whatever.
Whatever, this big cauldron of something crashed into the sky, and he just goes like just somersaulting backwards with soup and everything just every which way.
Am I allowed to move then too, or am I not allowed to do that?
Yeah, you also have your 40-foot move in this.
So then I'm going to do fast movement to try to get where they are and over them to get to the next guy who's shooting spells.
Okay, so I don't think you can dash, and you've already done an
No,
attack
yeah.
action.
Okay.
But at
Dash.
your full move 40, you're going to be like heading up the stairs and like up near like the top of that level. That same level that they're on. All right, that was it. That was 19, 17. Boris.
Okay, yeah. I am attacking this here wizard. Is it possible that I could grab him and throw him at the other wizard?
Oh, that's a great idea.
What is that, like a grapple
A
check?
grapple attack, yeah.
If you're letting me do the grab and the rock throw as one action, I will happily take that.
I'm wondering if that's going to give would he have some kind of opportunity to do something in that? Let's play this. If we're all the dungeon master.
No more so than he'd have if I was punching him.
Yeah, I think he'd be so surprised. What would he do?
Well, he could crap himself in an
Yeah,
aggressive
that
way.
I think he'd totally do.
He is
So he can make a
tactically crapping
slippery
himself.
spot.
Yeah, he will when he dies, so I'm not worried about
Roll
that.
it to hit to grapple with him.
Nice, yeah.
I'm wondering. Well, I think is it a to hit when you grapple someone, or
I have no idea. We're kind of winging this.
Yeah.
That's a 23 versus armor class.
Yeah, even with his mage armor on him, yeah, that definitely
Nice,
grabs
yeah.
him.
So I'm going to yeet him at the other mage.
I love it.
Roll it to hit.
Yeah. That would be a 19 versus armor class.
And that would be a
I
hit.
love being at +9.
Yeah, that's a hit.
1, 2, 3.
If he has, go
Hang on,
grab
yeah.
him.
Going forward, grappling is just contested strength checks, which I think the gorilla would have won.
I think the roll one too. Yeah, so I think we'll just play that as his strength was a 10.
Yeah, mine's a 23.
Holy crap.
Who was yours?
I know. Holy crap.
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
So as he was being flung at the other one, the one that is not the target but is actually the missile casts burning hands. So as he's flying through the air, you see this like stuff
Iron
coming
Man?
out from him a little bit like that.
Does that speed up his velocity so he hits harder?
I'm not sure it's a push. So much as a
It doesn't.
creation.
It's not far in any direction. It's kind of like as he's spinning around, it's arcing in all directions. He's in the middle of this just because he's like
He's the jet of the missile.
yeah, that he's just spinning it around and then boom into the other one. And I would think they'd both take that damage.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
falling damage equivalent to distance thrown.
So then, they haven't fallen yet. So you said it was 20 what?
26.
Okay, 26. Get this. Neither one is dead.
Wow.
They're both prone, though.
But the one that was thrown, let me just see what the chances are that he actually doesn't go through like that opening where that guy was casting down from. And so the guy that was the missile cast burning hands is now falling. Wait for it. He hits. And so that is about 60 feet down for him.
66. Nice.
Yeah,
And
that's almost a full another hit.
He takes
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's a lot of 5s and
Yahtzee.
6s.
That's 3 6s and 2 5s and a 2. He hits right across a cauldron that is lying in the bottom area below there.
Breaks his back.
And he's shaped like an upside down U right now.
And you hear this gong
and
just
hit
ring throughout.
Really,
Well,
really
more kind
hard.
of like a crunch as the pot is completely deformed.
Okay,
Is
and-
there a hostile I can see on this level?
in this moment, I see. I check my init list just to see when somebody might have come through one of the other doors that are up here, because as you guys had figured, somewhere in here is like the resident
Yeah, the
Rhazia
big
wizard.
wizard.
That hasn't
Whoever's
gone
guarding
out.
the tower.
Let's see where he is. Yeah,
He's just
so
working through his residency.
come
man.
out there and yes, actually on 7. We're not quite there yet.
Okay, so I'll move to engage that one then.
With the rest of you, yeah. So you see, there's a door opening there, and you're already
yeah,
moving. You'll be about
clambering through
half of that
onto this
to it.
level, going to engage.
And Jacob, you have the option that you could actually at this level either run around past Boris, go the other way, or cut the corner and actually go outside of the area through one of the things they cast through, and then like kind of knock a hole into the other one if you want to do an athletics check
Yeah,
versus falling.
you can go for that.
All right. And that'll put you right up alongside of Boris.
You just need an athletics check.
Yes, sir.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, so as Boris is running around that one side and Zellen's come up the stairs, Jacob leaps out into the middle area to the opening in another part of that area and just
Everything
knocks
goes
stone
slow-mo as
loose
the body of an ape blocks out the
right,
sun
yeah.
for a second.
and comes through into that area as another one of the wizards are coming out. It looks like he was, brushing his teeth or something.
Yeah.
He comes out
Writing a paper.
and is on 7. He is now spell casting as he sees the two of you coming up to him.
I love being King Kong. This is a lot of fun.
Right? I'm
let's
starting
see.
to think that maybe Godzilla has like a fight to fight here.
Yeah, right?
That movie already came out yet. I don't know how it ended.
I don't know either.
Monkey versus lizard.
So he'll catch both of
Monkey
you in this
versus fire-breathing
area.
lizard.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, the both of you.
Okay.
Ooh,
16. Take it or leave it.
natural 18 for an unnatural 20.
Nice.
You both made your saving throw. I'm going to roll a whole bunch of d6s for the fireball that you guys are
That he just dropped at his feet.
bursting through. Yeah, pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Is he within 20 feet of its point of explosion?
Oh,
Nice.
Needs a, here,
I need 2. Yeah,
mine
thanks.
will roll high.
Yeah, so blow himself up too. That'd be great.
Wow, mine rolled high.
Nice.
Let's see. So there is
That's
33 points of damage. You guys made your save, so
That'd be 16.
yeah, 16. Call it 16 points of damage.
He just blew
And
himself
what about
up.
him? What
yeah,
did he
working
take?
on it.
he's got. I guess he got to roll his own.
Made his own
dexterity.
save.
Aw.
Uh, yeah, he's one of the guys training to be one of those combat mages.
Mm.
So that's part of what they practice doing.
Training
Casting
is
fireballs
over.
He
at their feet.
kind of did it okay and kind of didn't. And I just said 16 points.
Yeah,
No,
well,
he
si-
made his.
Yeah, since he didn't die. Yeah, 16 was the half
16
damage.
was the half damage, yeah. All right, and then next round, top Jacob.
All right, cool. Making him not living. Starting with.
I'm going to despawn this guy.
He's fun. Starting with fist attack. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, this will be ugly too.
So that's 60-10. Can I get some D10s? I got 4 here. I just need to.
Those are
D10s.
D6s.
Here,
Roll D6.
that double digit one right there, right underneath your hand.
You still need more?
Now I got 6. Oh wow, just throw things. Sorry, I'm a little excited.
Slap the tablet.
All right,
The new tablet.
60-10
Wow.
plus 6.
Do it.
That felt good.
And if he lives through this, you've got
I
another
saw
one.
a 20 on one of the D10s. I was like, whoa,
natural 20. Oh, it's a 2.
All right, so that's 10. That is 20, 22 plus 6, 28 points of damage.
So
I did that with 3 D10 last round.
well, that was definitely enough. He is like ripped apart when you come up and just
Nice.
and monkey this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely dead.
Dare I say you went ape on him?
So Zelen, they're getting pretty close to the other stair set on the opposite side that continues to go up to the next level. You're aware there's others up there, but it looks like right now nobody's here. You can hear noise from downstairs that sounds like somebody's sacking the place. You're pretty sure. So the group,
Music to my ears.
they are
Yeah,
not
right.
like just covering you guys with bows and arrows. They're going into rooms and they're running around the outside of that. There's yelling, there's screaming from that level. As it sounds like most people that work here and do workaday stuff in the castle or in the tower are making their best way out and running for it out there. All right, so you don't see it, and there's people at this moment. But Zelen, what's your course of action to get upstairs? You can try to go out and up, or are you going to go around to the stairs, or something else?
I'm gonna go around to the stairs.
Okay, so that's going to be your whole move at a dash.
Okay.
All right, so moving at double, you're going there. Then Boris.
Okay. Is it quicker for me to wait? No. You're
I'm
top
first,
around
yeah.
your middle. Okay, yeah. I'm so used to the other way around. Is there enough? Would it be quicker for me to get to the next level, going out through like the balcony spaces, or could I get up with my 40-foot move up the stairs?
You could get up to the top of the 46-foot stairs, or close to the top, I should say, on your regular move. But roll your like siegecraft as your combat awareness, and if you have minuses for your like your brain, can you hang on to it?
If do I still have siegecraft?
You have perception.
You can perceive things, so let's see if you're able to perceive.
We're still aware of the plan.
So am I making a
Right.
perception check?
Or siegecraft.
Plus, it's the same.
You're just as wise as an ape.
Well, no, it's intelligence based.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's the same as perception.
You're as smart as an ape.
That's a 13 on perception craft.
Yeah, so whatever that was,
Siegeception.
you think that there is a foe right above you. That if you go to the top of the stairs, he could actually be targeting top of the stairs.
I'm gonna break the floor
I was
above
like, how
me.
thick floor?
Oh, I didn't even think. See, I didn't even think about it that way. So
Well,
attacking.
I thought you told me to do.
Well, I thought you'd go out and try to go up and then back
Do
in.
it. Do it.
Yeah,
Break
no,
the
I was
floor.
going from
Breaking the
inside
floor,
the
that's
house.
great.
Yeah, what's the armor class of floor?
Okay, for strength, I'd say so.
I think unattended objects is just is an AC of 5. It's just how many hit points it has.
But it's
Yeah.
a matter of like, yeah, exactly. So low. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh
I will take that
my
natural
God.
20. So it's a 29 and a 23.
Almost 2 natural 20s.
Oh, that was so close.
You've definitely hit it. Go and roll damages on the.
Okay, 9d6 plus 12.
D6 or D10?
9d10 plus 12.
Okay.
29, yeah.
That's quite the sound.
Wow.
Okay.
That just feel. We're rolling so many dice today. It just feels
Yeah.
good.
It does.
20. I
that-
bumped that one. It was there.
We believe you.
30.
What was it
Good.
the most fun you'll ever have with first grade math?
52 points of damage.
To that
Wow.
part there. Okay, we're gonna have to pause. I have to look up like structural stuff because I don't even know. I can just wing it. You hit, and it's just shattering. We're looking up damages and how many
Yeah,
hit
the
points
wall of
stones
stone
have.
spell.
Yeah, Walton spell, 15 armor class, 30 hit points. The ceiling shatters. Now, I do think that there could be some damage to you when it comes to like stuff raining down in.
Do you want a dexterity save?
Yeah, give me a dex save. That's a great idea.
Nice. Best one yet. 17.
Okay, good. So we'll just have you let me half whatever this is.
So that'd be 9.
89 points of damage for falling stone.
Not bad.
No, it's
No.
great. But what came down with it too
Is a man.
is a man. Yeah, a
Step
man.
on him. Step on him. Jump on him.
Hallelujah, it's right.
All right, and again, a lot of commotion downstairs, and you can hear the twang of bows being fired down below you, Jacob. So it just, piques your ear most specifically.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
And at that, this seems to have fallen. I have to roll. How do I roll reaction in 5e for him to get back on his feet and everything else? He also fell.
This is his initiative, isn't it?
Yeah, he'd
Right.
take damage, then on his init,
He could get up.
Yeah. How tall are the floors here? How far did he fall?
It's like about 12, maybe 13 feet. Something like that with the thickness
Not
of the
quite
stone.
2d6.
Yeah, no.
So just a 1 on that.
I threw that other guy pretty far. Nice.
So I'm wondering, if the ground beneath him was bunched inward, would he have hit the ceiling first of the floor above, and
Yeah,
then?
I had 22 points of damage left over. Did that go up through and punch him too?
What about slivers? Did he have
You
a lot? Because
really-
those can be uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, you really did a number on his feet, so he's never gonna walk right again.
He also fell on masonry,
Yeah.
not like
It
a
was
flat surface.
flat surface, yeah. It's just a jumble stone. And who's going to be expecting that to happen? All right, so
Very, very seldomly am I ever expecting the floor beneath me to cave in. But even more less often than that am I expecting a gorilla to be the cause.
okay, so in what's going to happen from now on, he
Saying
will
nothing but a
always
giant gorilla.
he'll be the bottom of the round. Just
Okay.
where
Okay.
that is. And so your action was above that. So he will get his init on this round, but he's
Okay.
taking damage
Yeah.
to it. And everyone, you're the last person to go. So it's his round.
Okay.
So from that position, he is casting, and it's almost like an immediate suppression kind of a cast.
Now, how does it work if you're casting in melee? Or did he land next to you?
It doesn't matter.
Oh man,
That's not a thing anymore.
dang it!
It used to be an attack of opportunity, which would
I
be
thought so,
great,
yeah.
but no, not anymore.
Okay, so
That's why I cast spells in melee combat all the time.
everyone here needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone?
I'm sorry.
The
Take
two
it
of
back.
us? Because we were there.
A 20-foot radius. Yes. So no, Zelen is out of that. So yes,
Okay.
the two of you.
Oh, why am I rolling with advantage? I don't do that. What was I rolling? Dexterity?
Dexterity saving
16.
throw.
19.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, those were both really good rolls.
Nice.
And with that slot, I need to roll damage. He cast Ice Storm into the area.
Oh, nice.
So half damage is on these. But first for the bludgeoning damage, you take 5 points each for bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh. I'm an idiot.
You've been subtracting
I've been
from
subtracting this from Jake. I was like, why do I have 38 hit points left? Because I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yeah. That lightning bolt to the face did in my hit points pretty well.
There we go.
I'm still in triple digits, but, whatever.
I've taken 45 points of damage so far.
Okay, and then you take another 9 points of damage for the actual cold itself.
And, of course, he nailed himself in the face with it too, right?
He did, although in that moment, you can see he was totally unaffected by being in his own spell.
Weird. I'm going to punch him.
I'm going to hurt you for that.
Okay.
I cast Boris's clenched fist.
No. Gorilla's cleansed fish. Boris's fist would not do nearly as much damage.
And he
Yeah.
is standing.
Still better than Bigby's.
Jacob,
Now,
you're
does
up.
standing provoke an attack for it? Or
Nope.
is it still, Jeez.
It's only exiting reach.
Oh, man. Okay.
Jacob.
I'm close enough to this guy, I'm assuming, to move up and attack, right?
Yes.
So
He's within 10 feet of us.
Yeah, doing that. Go ahead and roll both attacks at the same time. What was that? 17 and a 15.
They both hit.
Oh, nice. All right, can I get to some
One
details?
hit exactly.
What do you want?
I'm just going to roll all the damage
Roll
at once.
the pink
Yeah, fair.
one.
60,
Roll the
10 plus 12. One of them vanished into thin air.
Right there?
What in the world?
So I guess
Oh,
you
it's
don't,
right here. Okay,
you
there
don't
we
get that damage then.
There we go. So 12, 20, 30 plus 12, 42 points of damage.
Wow.
Is that a wow like he's dead?
Hulk
No, not dead, but he
He wishes he was.
Remember when Hulk was batting Loki
Yeah,
around? It's
right.
a little bit like that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Zelen.
Puny god.
So I'm still moving towards where they are.
All right,
Do I
so-
see any other wizardy looking person
Or any
moving
other
around?
hostiles.
Let me think.
Because
So
these guards are fun to punch too.
Roll a perception.
12 plus, does this have?
4.
Yeah,
It's got a
4.
4.
16.
Yes, you can see that. You could hear it just behind you. A door opened once you passed a door. En route heading in this direction.
And
Okay,
saw
so
Gorilla and
I'm
immediately
I'm going to
shut.
swing around to see what that is.
Okay, there is a guard coming out of that door and is preparing to engage you.
Can
You
I-
will learn today.
Can I grab him and yeet him off the balcony?
You can certainly give it a try.
Okay.
Thank you so much for just using the word yeet.
Yeah, right.
What do I do to make that happen?
Roll the big 20 with the D20 die. So the actual
rules oppose strength checks.
Oppose strength. Okay, so let's do opposed strength checks.
What does that mean?
You keep that 11 and add your strength modifier.
I think it's a
My
plus 6.
Strength modifier is a plus 6.
And I rolled. So what's your total number?
17.
So I rolled. He's actually going to win. 16 and his strength modifier is a 2. He rolled an 18.
so
Any
little.
benefit for size?
Not that I know. You're telling me.
I think that's why our strength is over a 20 is because of our size.
Yeah. So you are not going to be able to throw him off. He is the most muscly little
Fire plug of a guard.
human being. So
You
guys
got
are
most of the door in that
grappling.
grab.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
he just has his foot hooked on
But
something.
then because I tried that, I can't just punch him, right?
How does that work?
I don't
Technically, you
know.
can make 2 punch attacks with an attack action.
Let's just say
So
you
I'm
can.
going to try punching him.
So go ahead.
Punch him.
You're going to elbow him. So roll it. Same die. And what? Add 9 to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
14.
Misses.
Oh,
All right. So you're in the doorway grappling with that one.
Okay.
Boris.
All right. Me punch mage. Me punch mage good.
this is what you get for standing up.
That's a 15 versus armor class for the first punch.
That's a hit. His armor
Nice.
class is a 15.
Second one is a 14.
Misses.
Oh, you missed. That's right. I gave you. Did I give you
Oh,
too
yeah,
many?
yeah.
Sorry.
That's too many. Curse you for getting my hopes up.
I wasn't expecting us to miss.
Neither was I. That's weird. 28 points of damage.
Not nothing.
It's a significant
That's
amount. yeah.
significant. Yeah. So he took 40 plus and about 30 on the next one, and he'd already taken a little bit of damage before. So
This is the beefiest mage we fought so far.
that is
It's probably the mage.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
he just cracked off a reasonably big spell at us.
And
right.
didn't hurt himself.
right.
So it's probably the mage.
And then on his round, he is doing an immediate suppression fireball.
What's immediate suppression? What does that mean?
Right where he is.
So
Oh.
you're calling in an attack on your own area, hoping it takes out the enemy and not you.
But
Yeah.
But at least takes out the enemy.
but our soldiers just do it.
All right, so everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
By everyone, you mean the two of
Again,
us.
Jacob. No, I'm sorry, Zelen. Jacob, Boris, and my guy.
17.
9. Take it or leave it.
So you are taking full damage, Jacob. Boris taking half damage.
Okie doke.
And this is, it's going to be 8d6, because you already cast his a higher level spell. You can't use it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 34 points of damage, Jacob.
Ow.
17, Boris.
Okay.
He takes none.
I have finally
what?
dropped out of triple digits.
It was. Zelen, I'm impressed. This has been
fantastic.
The coolest plan to summon those to use their spell casting ability.
Thank you.
That officially knocked me out too. I'm at 88 points.
Oh, wow. 86.
Only. And then it's Jacob at the top of the round.
That hurt. I want him to feel that way. I'll run up and attack.
You're standing over
I
him.
do spell casting on him.
I'm standing over him.
I
Okay.
wave my arms in a spell casting way.
And I cast fist.
I cast 2 fists.
Plus 9, 15.
Hits, exactly.
Cool. And the other one, natural 18. For
Yeah.
More
Nice.
than 15.
Definitely, yeah.
Can I get those
definitely hits.
D10s again from him?
Yes.
And here are all of mine over here if you need more.
Yeah, I just need 2.
I know which one
Thank
I know.
you. I got it. 6 plus 12, 17, 23, 43 points of damage.
Wow, that's one more point you did the last time, which was staggering before. So he goes boosh against the wall and just looks hollow as he
As in dead?
as he sloughs forward as though his own bone structure doesn't even fall over like a regular being.
Just pudding.
He just becomes like a little bit of like an ooze kind of dribbles down the wall.
We call that brain.
That was neat. That was really cool. Only time to get 2 spells off. Now, he was the guy that was stationed here just to keep watch on it while the really big ones were still outside.
Well, he did a horrible job.
He did. He did a lousy, horrible job. Zelen, you're up on that one.
So I'm going to punch the guard again.
Okay, you get 2 of those and roll them.
Should I roll them both at the same time?
If you want
If
to.
you want to, it's up to you.
I'm just realizing this whole time you also could have been casting 8 other spells every single round through your pixies.
That's true.
Wow.
What'd you roll?
That was
she
horrible.
rolled a 1 and
and
a 3.
So you have 8 other spells you could actually cast through your pixies.
And your pixies can cast all kind of stuff if you want them to.
Can I? Because I wasn't sure if,
they have anything combative.
They know to help their own.
They're intelligent. They wouldn't cast any. The 3 that are concentrating on us wouldn't cast anything that would require their concentration because it
But
would
they can-
end for
Right.
us.
If they do anything that's like firebolt or
So,
fireball. Something.
can I tell them to cast a polymorph on this thing and
my
turn
God.
it into a spider or an ant?
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
So now he
Wait a minute.
has to make a will save or something. Or what's
Yeah, read the save to me.
Unless the big ape would tell me to do something else.
The big ape's 2 floors up, I think.
Read it so you know. No, you're on the same floor.
Oh,
What am I reading?
An unwilling
What
creature must
polymorph
make
does.
a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Okay, that's what I want to know. And your save DC was something crazy.
Well,
like
it's based on the pixies.
Yeah.
So the
the
pixies themselves
Pixies.
will have
Yeah,
one.
DC.
This Pixie's save DC is a 12.
Okay, twisting it up.
And how many times does it have to do that?
Oh, natural 20.
But-
he makes
but
a
make that
save.
8 times.
Sturdiest guard.
But you gotta make it 8 times.
They
No.
all cast
Oh,
it?
it's a
5.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah, up to 5.
May as well. She's got 5 attempts. How
So-
about some 5 times disadvantage?
I want to hear it from Zelen. Are they all casting this spell?
Am I allowed to do that?
They can all have an action, yeah.
No, I'm gonna save 3 of them, but I'm gonna have 2 of them cast it.
Okay, so so he's saving against the other one. And if I make my save, then it just doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, this spell
Okay.
just fails.
So the other one, he rolls a 3.
Yes!
So he goes,
Into a rat.
Into a spider.
and he is now a spider.
Okay.
A
Am I allowed
non-venomous
to pick
spell.
him up and eat him?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
what?
gross.
He'd take a point of damage and turn back into a full-sized human in your stomach.
Oh, that wouldn't be good. I don't want
Yeah,
to do
no,
that.
leaving him is your best tactical
Or
choice
just-
right
Okay,
now.
so
'cause
I'll
he's
leave.
non-threatening.
So then he can just be a spider.
Okay, so then with
Sorry,
Up to
40,
an hour.
40 feet of move, you're back up. You're still be at the bottom of the stairs, and you've already attacked, so you can't dash. Yeah, so you're heading back around to the stairs, I'm guessing?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That
And
was glorious.
as you turn from that, you can see that 2 of Indonur's people are at the top of the stairs and heading into the first room over onto the right-hand side.
Okay.
You're not sure. It's the Villaman and the Sarvapan are up here. The human is not with them right now.
Okay.
All right. And then you guys over at that, you're at the end near the, the stairs that go up, and there's a big hole in the ceiling too.
Yeah, I'm just going to climb straight up through the hole because I'm pretty sure I could just at shoulder level rest my elbows on it if I stood up.
Yeah. So
I'm just going to clamber up, no problem.
Yeah, so you can without even having to use your a climb exactly.
Yeah, or
You're
a
just
full move,
going
yeah.
up through that again.
So what's up on this level?
So up
Any
on
hostiles within, call it
yes,
25, 30 feet?
it looks as though this is a rallying point. Like they all know when things are worse, they get to this point. Like whoever is the resident wizard in charge, you come to that point. So there are, as you come up through that, there are 3 fairly startled, lower-looking casters as they see you in this. And after all, where their inits are in that as you come through. it.
Okay. Is there one within... That one?
Right,
Yeah, that one's a D12.
That one always inits so low.
Yeah, right.
It's like, and then he rolls an 18 instead.
Yeah, right. Nice.
And let me just roll to see who could be closer, how
Okay.
how spread on there, because they are coming to this point.
Yeah, their boss just fell through the hole in the floor, and they're like, what's
What?
that?
Yes, one of them is 15 feet away.
Engaging that one to punch him. Okay, 19 versus armor class,
And that hits.
and unnatural 20 versus armor class.
And yes.
33 points of bludgeoning damage.
gosh. Look at this. There you go.
Nice!
He had 32. You
Nice.
guys you did one more point than whatever it was right there. All right, and then on
The dead guy's turn.
Yeah, right.
no, 6, 7, 8. On 8, further around the thing, you are being spell casted at Boris. And
Okay.
Jacob, are you moving up in that too?
I can do this all day.
I used actually, I guess I never really did take a move.
You,
Oh, yeah.
you never moved, yeah.
Yeah, I'm up there too.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Hold on. Athletics. Yeah, I'm up there too.
around in the opposite direction, you can see there's another one of these like lesser mages that are around the other direction. There's one on the same side that that Boris Grill is on, and one on the side that you're on. All right. So
One whose head I just popped like a seal of
yeah.
freshness.
killed that one. Boris, go ahead and roll another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 7.
All right. So
You're rolling a lot of 8d6.
they're nice.
They're cracking out the biggest stuff they've got. I don't blame them.
It's like their main tower's under siege. What? Come on.
Why are they being
Why are you
this
guys
way?
overreacting?
Why are
like
these
this?
guys here, not at the party?
I picture us trying to have this
20
conversation with them.
24 points of damage.
We're trying to ask them, like, why are you attacking us? And it's just coming out.
Well, and like they see like chunks of flesh being ripped out of you, and you just don't care.
Yeah, right.
It's not that way at all.
They're
Around,
only getting angrier.
around on the opposite
I'd
side.
like to enter rage.
You rolled my rage state. Let me just see how far away that one was from you, where you came up.
Oh,
Did
gotcha.
you come through the hole or up the stairs?
I think the hole would probably be the most expeditious.
All right, so
And also shock and awe.
Yeah, right?
it was about 40 feet away from you through that, so you'll be up at it. If you dash,
40,
you're there.
40-foot speed.
But you also had to come through the thing too.
Oh, that was my on the next
Yeah,
round.
that was last
Oh,
round.
that was last
because
round.
I didn't have a move.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so make your attack.
Nice. And fist. Natural 13, natural 11 for the lowest one being a 20.
Hits.
Yeah. And thank you. Yeah. Let's use his die against him. See what this does.
Roll small black dice.
Get those mojo.
10 and a 6.
Nice.
Traitors.
11, 13, 19, 29, 35, plus 12, 47.
Oh,
Nice.
gosh, yeah, he's dead. that was just brutal. Even a chance to cast a spell. He's like, "Hey, monkeys, they're going." What's a monkey doing?
I was about to take my son to the zoo. I bet he'd really.
Daryl?
Oh, they brought the Rhazia Zoo up to us. That's so sweet. There's no other combatants on this level right now. Zelen.
There are no other combatants on that level?
This level right now, yes.
Okay.
There's one more level above you guys.
Okay. So I'm going to continue to heading. Do the people with Indo seem to have any trouble getting into the doors?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to be heading after where they are.
Yeah, so they're like filling up pillowcases of whatever they can
Great.
find. Yeah.
Yep.
So on this level, there's no combatants here. If there are, they're cowering inside rooms, but it's one level up is where you believe the actual eye is going to be.
Okay.
Do we want to go through the floor again?
That would take a bit longer. Depends on where the stairs are.
Stairs are back on the other side again, so they're always on the opposite side of the tower.
Sounds to me
going
like
from one level to the
a
other.
moot point. Like it might be 6 or 2 threes.
You're top of the round, bud.
Oh, is it my turn?
You're right.
I'll break the floor, yeah.
Okay, hit.
That looked like
Roll.
fun. I get 2 fist attacks, right?
Yeah.
All right. A 12 and a 17.
One hit.
Okay. 2, 9, 12, 18 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, cracks, shattered, but hasn't fallen through.
Okay. So we're treating it like magical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like,
makes
wall,
no sense,
yeah, like the wall of stones.
So-
I'll let out a call, like a screech to alert a Zelen to come up here, too.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Okay, so at 40, it's going to be the next round.
Okay,
Uh,
then
I say, I'm coming in ape language.
Okay, and then Boris.
okay, yeah. Seems the theme right now is punching floor, or I guess ceiling rather.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong one. Fall down.
Land on a different wizard.
We missed one.
You land on one of Indo Nur's guys.
I realize I'm an earthbending ape
What
and
had
just like
happened was-
open a gap and ascend us into it.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bounce
that-
off the table
that
onto the
hits the
space
ceiling.
bar.
And that'd be a 17.
What did we do
so
with
they
critical
both
hits
hit?
against the floor?
Mino like floor.
Oh, you're going to need some more D10s here.
Yeah, I got him.
You got them all?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, you get a crit, man.
Yeah.
Do you need one?
I've got him. All the D10s.
I critted on the ceiling.
For the second time.
Now, Jacob's thinking, well, I loosened it.
Right? I mean, how many hit points does it have? 30? So I did half of it. Yeah.
A little better than half.
Yeah, that's 10.
You know what? Because you hit it so heavily now, it just
30.
turns to dust and we don't get hurt by the falling debris. Right?
44 points of damage.
Yeah, so with the shot of that going up with R being weak and loosened, the two of you, Jacob and Boris, make a dex saving throw, but roll them at advantage.
Nice.
Dang it.
Nice. I rolled a 9 and a 19. Have a 21 for dexterity.
I rolled a 9 and an 11. 13.
So that was with the modifications?
Yeah.
All right, so 9 points of damage
Okay.
for stones that fell back, apparently only on you.
You're right.
But it's an easy access up right there.
And I'll climb up and into that.
Can I
All
use
right,
my move
so-
even though I already had my turn?
that
or-
was, no, be on your next
Okay.
round. Let's see, then right there. So Boris, on the very next round, you're being hit by a spell.
Okay. Do you want a dex save?
I do. 3, 4, 6,
Aw.
8.
10.
You take.
Whoa. You're just rolling a lot of D6s.
Yeah, it's typical wizard shenanigans.
Can I switch over and rather than doing a D10, can I do 2D6 for each D10? 66 per attack?
29 points of damage.
Taken.
Ouch.
I'm still in monkey form.
And
Oh,
you
true.
you can hear somebody running up on this upper level as you're coming up through it.
I almost feel like that'd be more terrifying. They drop the ape and it just turns into Boris. They've been going after the entire time, and you're like, and
Was he inside the whole time?
equally screwed. Slash.
Hey, guess what? This is still
This
bad.
should be better. Oh no.
It's the worst kind of Kinder Surprise.
Hey, guess what? Have a smite.
And now we went through there. I think I might have skipped over Zelen in that.
I think
Let's
you
go back
did.
to
Zelen.
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 Oh,
You
I've
moved.
been
that was your
moving.
double move.
Right. So Jacob.
Okay, jumping up the hole into the room above. You want athletics or anything, or
No. So you come up through that. Right ahead of you to one side is Boris. Just got hit. There's a spellcaster who is 20 feet away.
What'd I get hit with?
Lightning bolt.
Is he running? Is that spellcaster?
No,
so
they're
there's
not.
somebody else running.
They're very smart, but they've also been trained to hold their ground.
okay? So how high are the ceilings? How much of a
On this level, it's higher. It actually goes to like a peak
I mean,
ceiling.
the hole that I came through. How much of my move that I did to get into the hole onto this floor?
About 8 feet of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
seconded.
I still got plenty of room to get.
Yeah, so I'm also engaged in melee with him because I kind of hit from 10 feet away.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
All right, let's back it up to that.
Well, no, I
this special.
attacked to get through to this. I'm just saying I'm engaged with him in melee
Jacob,
for my round.
Go ahead and roll it.
Cool. Yeah. So that's great. Okay, 2 attacks on that guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Keep beating these guys up. This is hilarious.
The lower one is a 17.
They both hit.
Yeah. And okay, I need. Can I get those D10s again? I just need. Thank you. Wow. That's a good one. Okay, 49 points of damage.
Nice.
Holy smokes. Yeah, he doesn't even realize it as his kneecap cracks into his skull as he's folded over backward, or as he's folded forward over your fist, and then is a little bit like a human glove on your hand.
I just noticed that's become.
Shake that off. That's icky.
I just noticed that's become like our MO is like breach, and I run there, rip it apart. We breach and run through there.
So we're up on the top level now, right?
Yeah, you're on the top level. In this area, the ceiling, it's as though you could, if you were a human-sized thing, jump over or climb over the walls into the rooms that are on the periphery because the ceiling goes up at a slight angle. It's like it has like a skylight that's into the room.
Okay.
But just floating in the middle of that area, there is what has got to be this thing they're calling the eye.
I grabbed the eye.
It is about 35 feet away, floating in the middle of that area.
And is there anything like attacking us? Are we in combat?
I'm just trying to say, so in the area where there's nothing but just a column of air that goes down to the bottom, it's floating above that area in the middle.
So
Yeah.
Athletics to just like jump across and grab.
Yeah. So
I'll stand by the.
I have 40 feet of move, so I could hypothetically dash 80 feet.
I'm assuming if it says that we have athletics, that means we have proficiency in it, right? If it's,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
proficiency.
I'll stand by the railing to give him like a boost as he's going there, just to give him advantage.
Okay, so let's roll an advantage. Good.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
Roll it.
Okay. First one's a 16, not bad. Yeah, I'm going to take that 16
Aw.
for a 25.
Wow. So as you help to fling, you are leaping and you go vaulting across the way. Again, you're right that anybody down below that flings place looks up.
Giant monkey
at the
block
top
out
of
sun.
There is the stone, is the eye that they use as a scrying thing that's being suspended there. And it is like small, like a soccer ball kind of thing, a size thing. And this massive ape just goes zipping right at it, grapples the thing, and carries right on to the other side. So you hit, do a roll, and you're on the other side of this area right
Nice.
there.
And holds it up and does like a football dance and slams it into
Yeah,
the ground.
Goes through 3 different levels.
No.
And at that, like a wizard, one of these lesser, like a mage comes out. He comes out at the far end, and he has his hands up. And if nobody's attacking him, he goes to go running down the stairs.
Yeah, okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
The whole tower's about to come down anyway.
I was about to try and make an intimidate check to make him do that thing.
Yeah, so
yeah.
he's heading just that way. And the other guy's still looting the next level down. What do you do?
I turned to
get outta here.
Zelen. If
ready to get out?
we can't really communicate, or can we? We're all apes. Can we,
We can
talk
go
to
like
each other?
hoo 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 and point down.
What I'm
We
wondering
went
is,
hoo 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 and
but
point it up.
you can cast fly on us. We can just
Yeah.
bust through the window.
The pixies can.
Yeah.
I have 3 spells left from the pixies.
I think they per round they're able to cast
Well,
one.
they have...
No, it's per day.
Each pixie has each one of those per day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're massive. It's so handy.
Holy.
Right?
And you can hear people talking down below, and it's predicating feet running, and then they're like, "Where's Fontaine? Fontaine's dead." And you get the idea that as it's going through the people, they're like cowering in corners. They weren't sure, like they all came out to attack. That the guy who was in charge of the tower, when they realize he's dead, it has definitely affected morale in this place right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was not one of the higher level wizards, but he was handled so severely. And that they're just getting themselves out of there. Like at this point, nope, gone, change of profession. And that people are exiting down. And that's it. You hear the Sarvapon and the Villamen are yelling to you, people are just fleeing out of here. They're leaving. Do we let them go?
Seconded.
I have no idea what that means. But they just, we're still getting stuff. And they do that. They're crashing, knocking things over.
I'm wondering, like, have we decided? Do we have our mental capacity?
We have an
our
intelligence of 7.
Oh, so we.
Yes, and you don't.
I'm wondering, like, would I be smart enough, Jacob, as the gorilla, to loot the body of the main wizard that was defending this place?
I don't
You could just
think
take
so.
the body.
Honestly, yeah, you couldn't just like go through his pockets
Okay.
or anything.
Yeah, no,
Are the pixies
Nice
up on
vest.
this level?
Yeah, the pixies have been with me.
I'm taking the body. I'm actually doing that.
Yeah, so this is going to be a bit of miming, so, go subscribe to our subscribe star to get a camera. So, like, kind of at the pixies, you kind of gesturing to the three of us, flapping arms to indicate flying, then, pointing at one of them and, like, kind of gesturing with fingers back from head, like, horns, and then, miming flying again, kind of like length like ears flying again, and then pointing at the body flying again, trying to communicate.
So I wanted to see just how well
they
they, as a collective group, they are aware of what all of that meant. And I thought it'll be dicey if they roll below a 15. Because, all right, well, let's turn that one into a moose like you said. And
Wait, I can just tell the pixies to release this spell. We can turn back into humans, and then I can tell them to
It's the
do
telling
something
part.
else.
Yeah, it's the communicating.
Yeah.
And also, we want to be
yeah.
monkeys leaving this thing.
And he,
Nice
okay.
stuff.
but he's trying to lead into the natural 20 he rolled on the charades.
That's right. So doing the charades. So I rolled their own perception for all of this. I rolled a natural 20, and then with whatever modifier they have into the 20s, that they seem to be on board with that. So if in a moment no one turns into like a moose and a spider and whatnot, they're getting it. So the pixies are spell casting, and they are now pointing at the other two, the Sarvapon and the Villaman, as they come like out of a room.
nod.
Yeah.
I think we all nod. Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm trying to, get fly on all of them.
Okay. And anybody ask about the guy that was downstairs that didn't come up?
Where's
Oh,
Inda?
there were 3 of them. No, she sent in 3 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Oh, that was a good point. Yeah, you have started saying 2.
Right.
Perception, real fast. Do we notice?
Yeah. Well, go and look over the side.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bummer.
Right.
What killed him?
Lightning bolt sounds like.
Lightning bolt killed him.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So he's leaving his body in there, though.
Yeah, just leave it. The
No,
stones
I'm
will come
taking
down on it.
the wizard's
Well,
body.
the
guy's body.
Yeah, the guy you're like 80 feet down.
Yeah, no, I'll be the carrier of bodies.
It's getting
It's
to
timing.
Yeah, no, let's.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
How tall is the tower?
About 120 feet.
Oh, so that would be 2. I mean, it'd only be 2 rounds, or a dash to get down and a dash to get back. That's only 6 seconds.
Even faster if you just fall.
Yeah, let's just leave that body. Let's go.
Now, one thing, the wizard used to destroy it on this level, the couple on this level were lesser guys. You're just grabbing 2 of those.
No, I'm grabbing the big guy that we.
Then you have to go down a level to get
yeah,
that too.
I am spending the time to do that.
Okay. All right. So Jiggy
yeah.
was through the floor, comes back
we'll,
out.
We'll boost the Sarvapon and was it the human or the Villaman that died?
The human died.
Okay, the Villaman up onto the main level so they could clear that out too. And then once the pixies cast fly on all of us and you've got the body of the big wizard, we're evacuating through a window or a balcony or just punching a hole into a wall.
Yep.
Right. So we'll say punching a hole through the wall. There was a way up onto the top to flap at the top.
I'm wondering. Yeah. Oh, so when all the wizards were flying out, they were flying up from the top.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
they might have other clandestine ways that they can get out of here and there too. But
Okay.
without exploring for that. Yes. Then you are all like, boosh, knock out a section of wall. I like just like a double armed boom on the wall.
Yeah, kind of
Goes again,
leaping as we
boom.
launch because we're just flying now.
And then jumping out of there as a bunch of gorillas and a Villaman and a Sarvapon.
Yep.
And you're
And
now flying
sacks and
back
sacks
down.
of goods.
And sacks of stuff, right. And you are flying down. And apparently, still in your possession, Boris, is the eye itself.
in one hand,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, it would be in one
Like
hand.
a rugby player.
Yeah, honestly.
With his size, it probably is like a baseball.
Actually, no, he's a giant ape, so he's a rugby player, only slightly smaller.
And
so
what's your destination?
Garnsdale Park. That's the thickest cover we've got.
Okay, right. So you're right down in among the trees. You can see, Zelen, you can see the holly tree tops in that. So you have a general idea. We'll say
Yep.
even with an intelligence of 7, you'd go to that. And you land down in Garnsdale Park.
So I gesture like, touching face and then, kind of the double hand over each other cancellation gesture.
Yep. So I
at
release the
Zelen.
spell.
Okay.
So in that moment, I guess you turn just back into yourself.
pixies
Yeah.
are gone. We're,
And you have no damage. Is that
And
how
we
it
have
works?
no
Correct.
damage.
Yeah.
Gee
Well,
whiz.
I am down 4 points.
yeah,
at
because you
59.
got stabbed earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Acid arrowed or whatever.
But even so.
Zelen, can you cast Sending to alert Beckett Reed that the tower can come down?
Done.
So that goes, and that's an automatic. There's anything to the range, right? Doesn't matter. So then it's a matter of, are you waiting around in here just for the cover of it, or are you trying to make it back through the streets?
We're going to wait here until the tower comes down. One, I want to see that because it'd be satisfying.
All right.
Two, in that ensuing panic, there's a lot more cover for us to get out.
That's true. More people on the streets running around.
But Jacob, you notice that there are people starting to enter into the pavilion square around Garnsdale Park. And it looks like at the front of that are wizards. And you all see among them Zrek and a lot of guards. So it's just a whole wave of moving up into this area.
Does it look like the Zrek are going to defend the wizards or just...
It looks like everyone, because you think about it, that most of the big powers have houses and holdings up in the Garnsdale Park area. So they don't know the sources of what's going on at this point. And even at this point, they still don't. So, but in that time, Jacob, are you going to go and loot the body?
Yeah, in those minutes that are going by, I'll make sure that I just grab all the stuff off the body.
Okay, yes. There's definitely a belt pouch that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. He also has a wand you found that tucked into, was tantamount to a sheath along his thigh, his dagger that he had on himself, and he also has a ring on his finger.
Yeah, so just taking all that and just stuffing into pockets.
We can figure out what it is.
Figure out what it is later.
Okay, great. And then it's been probably about 10 minutes since you gave the sending message for bring tower down. And then you hear, it's like a snap. It's like a tree got snapped in half, like whatever the last one was that's holding it. And there's this rumble that is cataclysmic, and you can hear the tower collapsing, pancaking on itself as it shatters down into its own foundations. And then the smoke and the cloud of dust that comes up out of it makes a building comes into the city, and a rush of dirt and like a pressure wave comes off of it. And there's a general yell from all the people, and it's quite clear that the Rhazia Tower has come down. Thank you for listening and sharing for a whole year. It's been a delight for us to see our community grow alongside our characters.
We've traveled to the far edges of the world and seen things we could have never dreamed of.
We've conquered tremendous foes, from lowly skeletons to mighty wizards, and survived.
We've discovered artifacts and magic thought lost forever.
And we couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Please continue to share our episodes and talk to us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Empire's Edge. If you'd like to support us, you can at subscribestar.com/the-empires-edge. Happy 1 year, and many more to come.